Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Riddley's video blog. So it's been 3 days. I haven't done any videos. So many people are like, "What are you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? How come?" And had like a lot of emails last night from Gail. A couple of them were like, Biden will be impeached. The impeachment proceedings only happens with the House, But today we have a big update. Okay, stimulus. All right, I've been just playing video games. I also got a book. It's got the hardcover. I'm already on chapter 6 of this book, by the way. I'm going to start it soon again. It's called Young, and it's called The Shack. Now, let me show you the dust cover. I was talking to Hannah last night about it. So I'm going to put the dust cover on just to make it look nice, okay? So people think, I don't like dust covers, okay? I really hate dust covers. So anyways, I got an update for you on a lot today, but I didn't put update or general chat because, well, frankly, whoops. I guess I put the book upside down. I believe I put it upside down. Let me look. Where is it? Yeah, okay. So it goes like this. All right, cool. So I try not to use the library has some special tape they always use for dust covers. I'd love the library to get this book, then I wouldn't have to pay for it. But you know how stingy I am. All right. So, anyways, let's just put the dust cover on it so you guys can see what I'm reading. Here we go. So I got this book, The Shack. I ordered it. It came. I've been reading it. And let me just say it wasn't bad, all right? So far, I'm on... It doesn't add up to the movie. The movie, they took some liberties, all right, like they usually do. But the book's been really good so far, So you guys have been wondering what's going on, why I haven't done any videos. Well, one is there's nothing to give. I mean, remember what I said. We're coming down to the wire, okay? Now, I have had moderators email me, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to get $1,200. Whoop, whoop. Really? Right now, the current deal is all over every local rag newspaper in the country is no money, basically none. Literally zilch, except for about 600. And the way they're going to do it is this. If you apply for unemployment benefits, then you don't get a stimulus check. That's how it works. So they're offering $600 for a stimulus check, and so technically, it kind of stinks, So for example, my cousin goes and she applies for the $300 a week, which they're talking 8 to 10 weeks. So until Biden gets in and then squares everything away. But I saw a lot of comments today on several videos that I subscribe to. People are saying, oh, well, once Biden's in, woot, woot, we get recurring payments. How do we know we're going to get recurring? What if they turn around and say you're not worthy of it? Go die. I mean, literally, we're in a pandemic, okay? Now, I know one of my advocates who's awesome and who's cool and stuff. I turned around the other day. Yesterday it was, not the other day. I would say the other day, but I turned around and I asked her specifically, how, they get grants and stuff to help pay the rent, get food vouchers and stuff, and they're basically slammed, And she's looking forward to her vacation coming up. So, so I had to ask her yesterday, when I checked in with her. So that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, sorry, I've had a bad night and a bad morning. So I want to say I actually took a nap after, what was I doing? I don't remember. I think I fell asleep around 10 and got up around 3. I mean, literally, that was my schedule. I'm a little tired still, lack of sleep, but I got coffee, so it should get me by. So anyway, so all of you out there have been wondering about the 600. So they're going to try to hammer out a deal between today and tomorrow. They're not they keep pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. So what's happening is they keep pushing it back. So for example, some say they're not going to basically go home for Christmas if they don't get something passed. Well, unemployment, they're going to give $300 for 8 to 10 weeks. Right now, unless they play kick the can again for another week, which means As of tomorrow at midnight, so Saturday morning at 12 o'clock, the thing expires again. And they're worried that everything's going to expire by the 26th to the 31st. So they're trying to hammer out things. So basically, good morning, Big. So basically, they're offering half. So they're cutting everything in half, hoping like heck that they can. The only reason why they're giving $600 to the people, no offense, hopefully the people in Georgia aren't stupid and, because apparently the two runoff senators are basically being, how are you doing, Pig? Basically being hammered out. So basically what's happening is the two runoffs are basically being hammered, saying, we need $1,200, we need $2,000, we need recurring payments, and they're not willing to give, you know. They're not willing to give, you know. So that's something that I wanted to share with you all. They're not willing to give, literally. So they're getting hammered. Okay, they're like, look, if you're gonna go and vote and you want our vote, 1,200 minimum, $2,000 would be preferable. $4,000 would be nice, and $8,000 would be really awesome, and $10,000, including for people that are hazard pay, would be too awesome. They'd have the votes in the bag for Georgia, but instead they're screwing around. They're literally screwing around, and everyone's basically complaining about uh, stimulus. They're literally complaining about stimulus. They're literally um, complaining. And that's what's really bad, because when you got someone basically trying to cut corners just to get some pass and be like, oh, well, we'll pass something bigger soon, it makes you disgusting. Literally, it disgusts you without any rules. So, I mean, it is literally disgusting that they're sitting there right before Christmas. People are hurting, and yet they're not giving anything. They're literally just sitting there, being like, oh, look, $600. This is what we're going to give you. But here's the kicker: you don't get your $600 until we tell you to. So it could be delayed till next week. It could be delayed till next month. It could be delayed till hell freezes over. I mean, literally, the point is hell is going to freeze over. And that's because everyone wants money. So $600, no one knows what's going to happen. Unemployment's going down the toilet. They're cutting it down, cutting it back, hoping everyone gets a vaccine. Yet they're running overtime of the vaccine. They're basically, hospitalizations are up there. I don't know what the number is. I just keep seeing the local rag post bad numbers and bad crap, and I just don't want to hear it. So, so I wanted to share that with you all this morning. So the PPP loans, they want to bail out Amtrak, they want to bail out Greyhound, they want to bail out airlines, they want to bail out the railroad. Now, I say cut out the railroad, cut out Greyhound, cut out the airlines, and take shave off as much as possible and dump more money into the pool for stimulus checks. People might be a little lot happier, because right now they feel like they've been shafted, not promised. On top of that, food stamps will be running out. Literally, they will run back to basic food stamps if they can't pass a continuing resolution with an emergency pandemic mode. Right now, there is an emergency pandemic mode, and yet no one's getting money. So, anyways, you know how that is. So basically, unemployment, they're basically turning around and giving everyone crap. Basically, $600. But if you have unemployment, or if you have a PPP loan, they're basically saying you don't qualify. You took the PPP loan, we're not giving you any money. If you took the unemployment, you don't get the $600. So basically, and it's going to fall on the same CARES Act protocols of like 150,000 or 75 grand. But so basically, what they're doing is they're going to go and cut out the 160 million stimulus checks. So basically, if they're cutting it down to half, okay, let's just say 160 million people, okay, are supposed to get stimulus checks, and yet people are unemployed, right? And they're on unemployment for 300 a week, right? That's 1,200 a month, right? For let's just say 4,800 or $2,400, right, for 2 months. That's not much, but they got to make it last, and they still get the food stamps. Unfortunately, the problem is they think between food stamps, housing, and everything else, they still haven't addressed the housing issue when it comes to the moratorium. Our state, we've been looking to see what's going on in our state, and it's like they're not going to let it. They're going to. No one knows what's going to happen. I asked my advisor about it, my advocate, about this, yesterday, and we were basically having a serious conversation. Let me say it was basically I asked the question, "Have you heard anything?" She's like, "No," and we were both dead serious, like oh. I mean, literally, I can't explain it any better than that, but we're dead serious. I mean, literally, but yeah, so they're cutting corners this time. So if they're going to basically do it that way, they could probably give $900 a person, so they can at least pay 1 month's rent, still have extra money going rattling around. But instead, you got all these people doing this. They want to extend businesses by helping with electricity and other crap. So every time you turn around, you see someone talking about unemployment and other crap, and then they turn around and they're like, "Oh yes, we need to do this. Oh well, we need to do that," and it's getting bad. Now, you guys are probably wondering this morning. I know some of you, like Big, is going to sit there and say, well, where's Chloe right now? Grocery shopping. So Chloe, of course, I got a couple stupid things to say this morning. So yesterday, Chloe was so paranoid, and I'll tell you what happened the other day, because I can. Chloe's not around, and she doesn't watch 3,000-minute videos or 10,000 minutes. So I was on YouTube, 3 days ago, and I haven't been thing. So the other day I went to my advocates. It's a domestic violence thing because they've been good to me, and I always say, oh, if you want me to marinate some hamburgers or steaks, then I'll gladly do it, no problem. Donate it to them, and so I wanted to deliver the Christmas cards to the advocate, and her. She's like, I think she's like second in command or something. I mean, literally, I've never seen or heard or talked to the director but once, so I don't know what goes on there, but it's cool, So I went there the other day, and Chloe was looking for me. She was like in a rage, basically, like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. You're basically gonna, She was basically making threats, like, making threats against town, like she's gonna firebomb the town because, the lady's helping me, and and so forth and so on. I haven't been out of my house for so long, so I went down there, and she's like, "Do you have a moment?" And I go, "Okay." So we talked about Chloe, and everyone knows I live misery, and yet, the only one that cares, it seems, is me. But there's nothing we can do. So Chloe's paranoid and panicked, and being insane again, basically making threats that she's going to do a lot of damage if there's a restraining order put against her. And so the last night was the same thing again. More crap about restraining orders, grocery stores, and other crap, and on top of that, you all know my family's coming up for Christmas, so she's freaking flipping on that one too. And to me, I'm like, what's the point? Who cares? I mean, literally, I don't give two craps about Chloe and her temper, I'm not allowing it, So today she went out to the grocery store, gave her a list, told her what to buy, hopefully. She said because the cooler is going to be loaded for the ham prime rib, she doesn't think she has the tactics to come back with just the rest of the items. So she's like, well, I can go back out again and make a short run. Well, sorry, my Commander Jess emailed me about the stimulus checks, So basically what happened is, so, and the reason I haven't done YouTube vids is because I took a break. And two is I wanted to get some reading done. and Dad gave me a new Bible to read. So, and he gave me some candies, and Chloe wanted to earn the entire. I got several boxes, and she wanted to earn them all. But the thing is Chloe, you know how Chloe is. She can't clean, she can't cook, she can't do this. Last night, she turned around, she's like, "I ain't tired of ramen." I said, "Well, help yourself to some beans." So she's like, "Can you cook them? I don't know how." So I cooked her some beans, and I made up some clam chowder. I'm telling you, the clam chowder had no flavor to it. I mean, literally, I cooked on medium heat, read my book, let it get hot enough, and then I put it in a Tupperware bowl. And next thing you know, I had to wait 30 minutes to let it cool. And then when I ate it, I was like, this doesn't taste like clam chowder. I mean, literally, canned clam chowder should taste better than that. So to me, it was kind of cranky. It was like, the crankiness. So, but yeah, I mean, literally, the stimulus checks is really a big, a big, no, a big thing, and a lot of people are pissed off. They're cutting corners. Literally, they're cutting corners. They're turning around and saying, "Hey, you want stimulus? We'll give you stimulus, but you're going to get stimulus, and you're going to get more stimulus, and you're going to get more stimulus." And instead, they just keep beating around the bush, and yet, you know, the more likely what they'll do is they'll pass stimulus next year. They won't even bother with everything else. They won't do liability. They won't do PPP. They won't do unemployment because no one can come to agreements. I mean, they're literally turning around and basically farting around. Now, I'll tell you the reason why they're doing 600. Okay, people say, "Ooh, well, why are they doing 600? How come we're not getting 1,200?" My mouse is always acting up. I'm tempted to buy a new one. I think the mouse is failing. I think Chloe broke it, and that's why it's not clicking properly and registering. I wonder what would happen if I reversed the mouses and made the right click better. Maybe it would work better. I don't know. So I'll try that out later. So, but anyway, so she turned, so she's out today, and I'm here, and I don't want to spend all day here because most of my mods are watching the news and trying to figure out what to do with stimulus. I'm just so we're doing what we can. So, and you know how it is. So Moppy is sleeping, and he's been sleeping more and more and wanting to be near me more than anything. So I don't know if Chloe's been hurting Moppy or he's just attached to me again, because Moppy's getting more and more attached to me. So I mean, I can't confirm or deny what he's doing, but let's hope not. But I don't know. So anyway, so basically what happened was, the last few days I haven't done stimulus updates because I was in the mood. I mean, literally, I'm being grilled basically all the time. Literally, it's over either the grocery store, which she won't shut up on, the laptop, which she won't shut up on, or something else. I mean, literally. And so to me, I just got tired of it and said, piss on it. Piss on it. So, you know, um, and so this morning, I got some stuff to do this morning. I do got to check on ferry times, bus times, and stuff. That's what I'm doing right now. So, and the problem is it's my scrolling. So I think it might be a web browser issue, Chrome. I think Chrome might be corrupted. So I might have to redo my browsing. I think so. What I might do is as soon as my new laptop comes, I'll get it set up, and I will go and remove and reinstall Chrome on this computer and see if that works. And if it does, then we know it's Chrome's been corrupted somehow. Which means I can wipe it clean and restart. So let me see what I want. Okay, so anyways, Chloe's there, and like I said, she's waiting for um, the boat. So, or not the boat, the bus. So she left at 5:55, and She got in at 7:20, and so her bus, I believe, leaves at 8 something. So in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So she's looking at that. So right here, she's just gonna take 4:10 today, and the first bus leaves Marches and gets in at 8:35. So then she'll get in around 9 o'clock on time, and then she'll walk down a bit or close enough 9 o'clock to Safeway. So the next window to leave here, hold on, there we go, is approximately 9:25. Nope, 10:20. So she has an hour and 20 minutes now to. I have the route here, so let me just go and do this. So. So the weekday schedule. Okay, so to catch the bus an hour later, she would have to go 10th and Q to March's Point at 10:05, which would give her 1 hour, and then she would arrive at the ferry approximately 10:35. Now the next boat leaves approximately 10:20, so she wouldn't make the 10:20 because she has that wait in March's Point. So that would leave a window open for her to take her time. And if she left it 2 hours later, she would end up 11:35. So even if she got done, she'll probably be taking the 10:05, which means she won't get into the ferry till around 11:30, which means her current boat wouldn't leave till 2:10, which really sucks. But then again, she could also take the 11:20, hop onto the Inner Island ferry, end up in Orcas, and then from Orcas Island at 12:30. Let me see, Orcas 12:30, because she did that the other day. She wanted out so bad. But if she takes the 10:20, gets in, or no, if she takes the 2:10. So everything's 2:10. So unless she takes a boat like the 11:20, which she could, she'd end up at Orcas at 12:30, and then from Orcas, she'd have to wait till 12:55 for the Inner Island. And oh wait, okay, 12:30. All right, hold on. So that's the wait. This is a Saturday and Sunday schedule. Okay, here we go. So 12:30, and then she'd have to wait until Orcas, the Inner Island, at 12:30, which is yeah, so 12:30. If she's stuck in Orcas, she'd be basically taking the 2:10 anyway. So it just doesn't make sense. So she'd be stuck in Orcas. Now she could stop in Shaw, for example, but if she got off at Shaw, which she did the last time, which more likely she will wait 20 minutes and catch the Inner Island for 12:40, and then end up back here too. So anyway, look at it. She's going to be gone between 2 to 4, and so it's kind of complicated. Boys so slim. When they gonna pass? Pass what? What are you talking about? Talking about stimulus checks? They're not. They pass anything, it might be later. Oh, we got something here. Oh wow, look at this. So apparently someone sent me a bill for Life Flight. Well, I don't need Life Flight unless they're trying to sell it to me. So USPS has experienced unprecedented volume and increased and limited employee availability due to the impacts of COVID-19. We appreciate your patience and remain committed to delivering the holidays to you. Yeah, that's their way of saying if you get a delay, you get a delay. We can't do anything about it because your mail's delayed. So, anyways, so the stimulus checks, like I said, will pass if they pass when they pass. So, but as um, stimulus checks will pass. When it passes, it passes. And, we'll know sooner or later if it passes. So anyways, Chloe will be in soon to, whatever. So today's the 17th. So tomorrow's the 18th, 19th, and then I got school on the 20th. And then on the 21st, we have a school again um, for another thing on the 21st. And then 22nd, we have no school. The 23rd, we don't have school. And I hope we don't have school the 24th. So, but anyways, the problem is tomorrow the continuing resolution expires. So tomorrow at midnight, tomorrow, Saturday morning, Eastern Standard Time, around 9 p.m. tomorrow night, my time, the continuing resolution will expire. So unless they don't hammer anything out, they're going to kick the bucket. And everyone's been told that they might have to skip being with family for Christmas to get a stimulus package put together. Unfortunately, to me, I think they need to rename it a survival package. They have, but every adult would get $600. If you're listening to my title, everyone gets $600. Mr. or Mrs. Boys So Slim. So basically, what it is instead of giving $1,200 or $2,000, President Trump said he'd give $2,000. Mitch McConnell said no. The American people are basically weren't going to get anything. The reason we weren't going to get anything is because they wanted to wait till Biden was president. Unfortunately, Georgia's being hammered right now. Literally, the Georgian people are saying, look, you guys want your seats in the Republican Senate, then you better give stimulus. Well, they came up with $600, but to give $600, they have to cut out liability insurance, and they got to give up state and local municipalities. So, states could go bankrupt still, but every person gets $600, and they have to follow the same CARES Act guidelines. Unfortunately, you might not see anything till January or mid-January for stimulus because they keep kicking the can. That's the thing, so that's the point. The point is they're kicking the can, Mr. Boys. So they're kicking the can. They're basically sitting there going, look, continuing resolutions due in tomorrow. Let's kick the can to Christmas. Problem is the real truth of the matter is they wanted to give everything and leave the stimulus checks out and pass it because without unemployment or eviction moratoriums, the eviction moratoriums end on the 26th of this month. So a week from Saturday it ends. And if they don't have anything, the American people are really going to be pissed because their emergency PUA stimulus funds go bye-bye. So the 26th, it goes bye-bye. Unfortunately, these people, they're more worried about big business and so forth. I mean, if you look at my stimulus checks ideas, they turned around and they said, they turned around and didn't want to give stimulus checks. Then, because they're being hammered in Georgia, they're going to give approximately 600. So that's it, 600 across the board, 600 per person. But that's if they do it. Hell, they could give zero. The only kicker is anyone on unemployment doesn't get a stimulus check. So, for example, Mr. Boys, if you get unemployment or a PPP loan, you don't qualify for the $600. You're screwed. No. So, for example, if they're here's what's going to happen, Mr. Boys. So, your family, you live with your mom and dad. All right. So, here's the kicker. When and if they do an auto stimulus check, they're going to go through the same paperwork they did for the $1,200 that they got for you. So, they get the $600 and you get jack diddly poop, pretty much. Are you in it? So, see, yeah, no, I'm just unemployed. So here you go, Mr. Boys. I just answered you. If you apply and if they extend the unemployment for 10 to 12 weeks, like they plan, 8 to 12 weeks, give or take, working room, they do that, then look what happens. The American people, like you, don't get a stimulus because you're getting unemployment. The ones that get the $600 one-time fee is people on Social Security disability. Social Security retirement, Social Security survivors, SSI, veterans, and railroad. Those are the ones that get the one-time payments because they're not working. Now, if someone's unemployed and they're on Social Security, well, they'll call, as long as, they got income and they're paying their bills, they will get to 600. But everyone else gets shafted. Now, there's a lot of people saying, oh, when Biden gets in, we're going to have recurring payments. No one knows what he's saying. He said we need to pass something now, but they're still dickering it out of who gets what, when, where, when, and why. Yeah, that's what I said. So here's what I just said. If your family claimed you as a dependent, if they claimed you as a dependent last time, they will be probably getting an auto payment directly through the IRS saying that you were their dependent, and they'll get the 600 for themselves. Two is if you apply and get under unemployment or unemployment benefits, you don't qualify for a stimulus check. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The rules are stating that anyone who's not on unemployment or get a PPP loan doesn't get the $600 one-time payment, which to me is a slap in the face. You need to basically make it work if you have two payments. If you get $1,200, which is basically the bottom line in this day and age. Unfortunately, they're not doing that. Excuse me for 1 second. I will be right back momentarily. Don't worry about me. I do this all the time when I'm on YouTube for long periods of time. There we go. Okay, thank you everyone for being patient as usual. I know Big's probably going to make a joke as usual, but you know how Big is. He's always a great moderator. So, Big, you're a great mod. Let me see what we got in the comments right now. I don't get benefits or anything. Well, then, like I said, if you're paying attention, your family, if they claimed you the last time, they will get an auto payment this time for you, which means if they don't give you money, then you will be screwed over again. And let's see. Am I in Pennsylvania? No, I'm not in Pennsylvania. All right. I live in Washington State. I live on an island. Hello, Bulldog. Welcome. You're right. You're completely right. That's why I haven't done a stimulus video in 3 days. I was more disgusted with them basically dickering with everyone's lives and then turning around and saying, oh, look, you're going to get $600. And that's only for people that aren't on unemployment or PPP loans. Those people get jack diddly poop. Well, I have a family of 5. Let's see how good that works. So any word of when we'll be getting these checks deposited in there? Actually, Bulldog, no, that's the thing. Here's the deal. All right, here's the literally deal. If you go and see all these people clickbaiting videos, I don't clickbait. I will tell you like it is and how it works, okay? So last week, I turned around and I told the people, Bulldog, that if they can't pass a continuing resolution full on the 11th, they would basically kick the can to the 18th. Well, today's the 17th, so you do the math. 17th is here, right? Tomorrow's the 18th. They're trying to hammer out something. Once that happens, they will do a 1-week extension of the continuing resolution. Again, Bulldog, they're going to kick the can again, which means it'll go to the 25th. And now Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Kevin McCarthy all said no one's going home. Plain and simple. Now, the only one fighting for more money instead of $600 is good old Senator Hawley and Bernie Sanders. They say $600 is a slap in the face. Unfortunately, right now, you basically sit there thinking 6 times 5 is 6 times 5, 6 times 6 is a good amount for you. It's not a good amount when you're basically sitting there holding the bag and waiting for them to fill it, because that's all they're doing. They're getting people's hopes up. I mean, literally, if you get a PPP loan, you don't get a stimulus. If you get you get straight unemployment, you don't get a stimulus. I mean, literally, the way they're doing it is they're screwing over the American people, and they're screwing over the American people since May. They could have had this thing watered down tight and tight as a drum. Instead, they turned around and let it go under the bridge as water and then said, well, we have no problems. We're going to trickle this down. But trickle down for the Republicans is no more money. So when you ask when it'll hit your bank, I'm betting that the big stimulus, the one that you're waiting for, is going to be in February. The question is, do you have the provisions to actually survive till February or even March? Because now that a vaccine's out, they're basically saying, well, we don't need to give much money. But here's the problem, all right? This is what I said before you came in, is the American people are watching these Republican douchebags being hammered in Georgia, and they're like, well, if we don't get a $1,200 stimulus, then you're not being voted back in. So they're worried. So the Republicans finally gave in and said, okay, we'll give you $600. But that's for people, that are not collecting $300 a week, because look what they did. They cut $600 a week to $300 a week, making it 8 to 10 weeks, maybe 12. They're trying to get 12, so 3 months. And then they might want to cut it down again and re-upper it. Meanwhile, the stimulus checks, they cut in half. So they cut it down from 1,200 to 600 and said, here you go, here's a bone. Meanwhile, vote red in Georgia. Fortunately, they're all duking it out, so they're going to be playing kick the can tomorrow, I bet you, and they're not going to have everything hammered out. They'll just extend it a week so they got more time to debate the whole stimulus, or I call it survival package. So let me see. Well, yeah, even AOC said the same thing, but do you really think Mitch McConnell and them are going to literally give up in the Senate and Congress? No, they're going to probably stay in there till they fall over dead, basically, from, old age. I don't condone any violence. I don't condone people going after people. I just said they'll probably die of old age. So, you know how it goes. So, basically, the point I'm making is you guys sit there and a lot of people ask me, well, where are we getting stimulus checks? Well, as I said all the time, more likely not. They're just dicking around people, putting their hopes in all their eggs in one basket, hoping like hell you don't notice when they say, look at the birdie over here while they're doing something over here, or look at the birdie over here while they're doing something over here. They're basically just throwing it out there, seeing how much they can get away with until you guys suffer. I mean, look, you got states trying to help with rental assistance, advocacy groups, churches. They're running out of money. And yet they're begging the government to do something. The government's just like, well, these people on Social Security don't need a check. Well, literally, they're getting extended food stamps. So to me, if they can make that food stamps last, then why do they need much? I mean, look at what the Republicans did, Bulldog and S&M and Mr. Boys. They turned around and what they did was they saw everyone spending their money at Walmart and Amazon and Target foolishly. And then they turned around and saw them go to advocacy saying, oh, well, I need money, I'm unemployed, and and then some of the advocates sometimes check for homes, can do that. And then they go in and see some guy with an 80-inch TV, and they're like, where'd you get that? Oh, well, my stimulus. So you paid for an 80-inch TV with your stimulus, yet you need help. And they get really royally pissed off. Literally, it's like if you're going to spend money. I mean, there's a lot of people that are saying drug and alcohol use is high because of unemployment. Well, if that's the case. Again, the Republicans are like, we're not going to waste or let anyone piss that money away. It's like unemployment, or it's like continuing resolution. Without a continuing resolution, food stamps will be gone. They're going week by week. Will probably do week by week until after Biden's inaugurated, which means there's nothing that's going to happen to Biden. He's just sitting back waiting while the entire U.S. is crumbling at its core. Literally. I mean, if you really need to have some very, very luck, you might want to have lucky rabbit's feet that might be able to give you some luck so you can actually have luck for your stimulus check. I mean, look, S&M, I haven't sugarcoated anything. They're basically doing the same thing. They're playing with people's lives. I mean, look, every day the local rags talking about it. Every day people are doing stimulus updates, 2, 3, 4 updates, doing clicking. Do you think these son of a guns on YouTube sit there and make 3 or 4 videos with stimulus in the title to make a living? I have under 500 subscribers. Do you think I sit there and say, oh, subscribe to me, I'm the best, I don't sugarcoat anything? Yet these guys go, $1,200, we're getting 1,200, woo, woo, we're getting 1,200. 3 weeks later, they're saying, woo, woo, we're still getting 1,200. And it's been going all the way since freaking May. And what are they doing? They're clickbaiting you to click on them, and they're getting a quarter for every time you click on their video. So they're racking in hundreds of dollars, and I'm sitting there not racking in a penny, but I tell it as is. And so when I tell people, look, I'm going to do a video, I'm going to explain it, I'm going to explain where your money is, etc. How come you haven't got one? I basically lay it down completely and thoroughly. I have forecasted many things throughout this since March, and I'm telling you, everything's been completely highly accurate. Good morning, Gail. Why are they judging people on who they spend their money on? Shaking my head. Yeah, they're out of touch. Well, the thing is that Pelosi stated S&M that they wanted it for groceries. What would you do if you went and spent $2,400 S&M on a TV and video games and everything else, and you're going hungry, and then you're like, oh, I'm so hungry, I don't have rent money, yet you own a new TV and all this shit. All that crap. Sorry, trying to keep it clean. Please, keeping it clean. But no, basically, they're basically saying, look, you don't need it. What did I do with my money? I'll tell you what I did with my money. I stockpiled. Why do you think I don't leave my house that often? Because I'm not allowed to leave my house, pre-existing conditions. And 2 is, I'm well provisioned. I don't have to go out unless I have to. Need something? But if there's people out there that need help and they're not getting it, they're basically they're looking down the barrel of the gun basically and knowing they're going to be evicted or they're going to go homeless or they're going to go hungry or, and these people don't care. Look how many senators, 537 people, including the president and vice president, are getting a damn paycheck, a darn paycheck while you're struggling and hurting. Oh yeah. My adopted mother in Canada is getting $6,000 a month in Canada. We're getting what, $1,200, and they're dicking it out for 8 months. Oh yeah, exactly, Big. Thank you. Clickbaiters are trash. I mean, look, my moderator basically turned around the other and said, "Oh, you need to look at this guy. I know you hate Jimmy, but he talks really." I don't like Jimmy. I refuse to watch Jimmy. I refuse to watch Lolo La, whatever his name is, La. Well, let me just rephrase that. I refuse to watch Latte Man. That's what it sounds like in his name, Latte Man. I refuse to watch Jimmy. There's 2 people I will watch, and one of them is me. And I don't sugarcoat it. Now, I may read the local rags like every newspaper and everything under stimulus, but I literally do not basically sugarcoat it. Let me put it to you this way. I told people in May, don't get your hopes up. They're going to dicker this down. I said, they're going to pull the rabbit out of the hat. And they did. Mitch McConnell 3 times tried to pass something under $500 billion. It sunk. Nancy Pelosi was offered $1.9 billion stimulus by the White House. Mitch McConnell said, no, we're not doing it under $1 trillion. Now he's getting his way, but guess what? They're dickering back and forth. Well, we want state and local municipalities. Well, we want liabilities. Well, we want. So what happens? They said, well, if you drop this, we'll drop that. Next thing you know, they're like Bernie Sanders and Senator Hawley's like, we need $1,200 or more, not $600, $1,200 or more. Now they're dickering again. And by the time they keep kicking the can, you're still going to be living on food stamps, hoping like hoping like heck you have a good Christmas time, which is going to be crappy as hell because no one can afford anything. So I know this sounds pretty bad, but I wish Mitch McConnell and Nancy would both get. Yeah, well, there's so many people that's getting it and they're not getting it. Purple power. Hey, sis, who's. Yeah, I know who Grassley is, and I don't believe everything I read either. It's like you basically sending me an email about how they're going to impeach Biden. Do you realize to impeach a president, you have to have the complete full backings of the House? Who controls the House? Nancy Pelosi and her cronies. Do you think she's going to impeach her own president? No, the Senate can basically do the charges. You know that. That's why our beloved Trump didn't get impeached. Well, he had impeachment on his record, but he didn't actually get removed from office. When he emailed me that, I laughed because, the House doesn't start the impeachment, and they're not going to impeach Biden anytime soon. As a matter of fact, if Biden gets his way, you might be getting monthly checks, extra monthly checks from your Social Security checks, back pay, so you can buy that new TV you want without basically worrying about anything. I mean, literally, we're going to have Biden. We have to wait and see how it plays out. But they email me and say, look, he's going to be impeached. Mm-mm. The House controls basically the Democratic Party, and the Senate's going to flip blue. And they're going to flip blue with Harris as the tiebreaker because they're dickering with people's lives. They're dickering with people's lives and people's unemployment, people's PPP loans. Mind you, I forgot to mention to every one of you love bugs here that's tuned in this morning, S&M and Bulldog, I forgot to mention, while you guys are getting crapped on, I'm trying to keep all the swearing down. I'm a minister after all, and I need to learn not to swear anymore. Hopefully Chloe falls through with my order. Okay, so the American people, everyone, is being shafted. The Republicans only give two craps about their businesses and their cons. For example, airlines need to be bailed out. Guess who's going to be paying for it? You. They claim it's a loan, but they're just going to basically make it go away, just like other loans, I say let the airlines go bankrupt. I don't fly because I don't like TSA and their crummy problems they have. Then, oh, hi, baby. Sorry, I was looking at my service dog. He's sleeping on the bed. For some of you guys that need to know, it is a service Shih Tzu. Well, even if it does, they're not going to touch him. Hunter Biden's going to get completely pardoned by his dad as soon as dad's president. Trust me. They're not. It's not going to go anywhere. And I'm not going to basically focus on some crap hole thing about Biden. Okay, we have to give Biden a chance. He's our president. We don't need to freaking sit there and basically dicker back and forth. I mean, look, you know as well as I do, Gail, the only thing I give two craps about right now is the American people. I don't care about politics. I don't care about who's going to be impeached and who's going to be in the office. I care about the American people. If every American person is going hungry, who's the problem, huh? Not me. There's too many people that just won't let it go on the election. And that's why I've been avoiding people. We're here to deal with stimulus. We're not here to talk about some jackboot that basically stole the election. That's over. Let him have his cake and eat it too. And then eventually he'll either basically be deemed unfit for the office and Harris will take over or whatever. Right now, we need to focus on the American people. Look around. You said it yourself the other day. Your family's only getting one Christmas present from you each. Should be getting more, but the government's basically saying you don't deserve a freaking dime. I don't deserve another dime. Grandma Two Shoes down the street. By the way, that was my mother's nickname, by the way. Granny Two Shoes or Grandma Two Shoes. She's passed away, but they would tell her that she doesn't deserve a stimulus. They'd tell my husband he doesn't deserve it. Everywhere you go, they're going to tell people we don't deserve it. And yet, they want to bail out airlines. I don't fly, so the heck with them. I love Amtrak, that's fine. But if you look at it, they want to bail out billions of dollars of your hard tax earned dollars to transportation, freight companies, shipping companies, cruise line companies, airlines. Literally. If FedEx and UPS can own their own airlines and Amazon can do the same, then why can't we basically not worry? Oh, I forgot. The USPS pays billions of dollars to airlines to freight their air mail across the country. If we're so much in a pandemic and people are having so many problems, you can always bring back an employees to run the mail car on a train who could sort the mail and throw it in the bag. I mean, they canceled that out in the 70s. I mean, look, the American people are suffering. We could cut corners, but no. Guess who's going to be hurt? It's like my advocate said yesterday when I asked her about how bad is it for her with the government agencies, and she's literally paying rent for housing, food vouchers like crazy. People are suffering. And yet, I think she's more interested, don't quote me on this, more interested in what I have to say about stimulus because, I gave her my YouTube channel and I told her, look, check it out, which, by the way, for some of you out there, she works with the domestic violence advocacy group and she's seen the video that Chloe made, basically stating that she's putting me through hell, pushing me over the edge, and abusing me. So basically, my point is this. The American people are suffering. I'm worried. I am basically focusing most of my time on gaming, trying to get Christmas done, which ain't good. You guys know that. I got Chloe's so angry with all the presidents, that, interesting. Yeah, so I mean, literally, I got too many people out there. I got people basically doing this and doing that. But you know what? I'm hurt. I'm hurt by the American people. They're not getting the help they need during the pandemic. The government should be helping them. Instead, eviction moratorium is going to end. 40 million people could be homeless. 40 million. They're just biding their time to kick them out. They're not extending it. And yet, every week they kick the can to make the continuing resolution, which means they go week by week for unemployment or week by week for food stamps or week for other things. When will it be done? When will be enough's enough? The American people are hurting. Too many people filling up the mental hospitals. Too many people filling up the homeless shelters. Too many people out there. And yet, I hurt for the people. I sense the people are suffering, and these people are playing with their lives. I agree with AOC. Even though she might be a young pup, I don't think she would ever make a hell of beans unless everyone thinks she's too damn sexy and hot and cute in a black skirt and black hose to get elected as president. No one wants someone like her to be elected. Hello, Hannah. I've been staying nice and toasty with Hannah's blankie. Literally, it's just really nice and toasty, They're playing games S&M because that's all they want to do. They want to basically screw you over. That's plain and simple. I mean, look, 40 million people are going homeless, and about 14 to 20 million will be losing their unemployment on the 26th of the month. That's it. I mean, literally, they think they can hammer out a deal. No, they can't. They're going to basically kick the can to the 25th. Then they're going to basically force everyone to stay in instead of being home, which, by the way, I think Christmas is a time for celebrations. But I also think Christmas is not a time for making people be away from their family. Look, I may not like Moscow Grinch. Okay, yeah, laugh all you want. That's my name, Moscow Grinch. He stole Christmas. But I'll be dang if he's going to sit around and be around at Christmas time. Those morons should have basically said, look, we're going to extend the unemployment. We're going to extend everything. We're not going to give a 1 week extension. They should have just said, okay, we're going to do it like till the 31st of January. Leave it go and then go home. Instead, they're basically worried about the runoffs. Now they're getting hammered big time because no stimulus in Georgia. Now we have a moderator or two from Georgia that can basically tell us their opinion, hopefully. I mean, literally, basically, you see what I'm saying, that Georgia is they're basically holding the stimulus over their head, yet now they're cutting it down to half. I mean, look, you ask beautiful Hannah a question, I believe she's from Georgia, so let me ask Hannah this. Hannah, do you think $600 would be sufficient for you for a couple months till Biden gets in? Why don't you answer that one? Oh yeah, they don't want to, because here's the problem, S&M. They're basically turning around and crapping on you. Yeah, the PUA and the other program ends the 26th of December. I agree with you, but they didn't do it. You know why? They think because of the vaccine, by into 2021, everyone's going to be cured. Yet, with about 10 billion people around, how do you think they're going to basically hammer out that many vaccines? They can't. They screw up, the vaccine can kill. They screw up, the vaccine could not work. There's what, 6 or 7 companies in the world making this vaccine or a similar vaccine? They can't keep up with supply and demand, so everything's basically crumbling. And they're saying it might slow down in April. But in the meantime, you got too many jackboots basically saying, oh, we're going to go out and do this and do that for Christmas. The hell with this. Next, they're all infected and they're wondering why. And then people say, well, you shouldn't have done this. You know what? You got the blue states basically locking down everyone, the red states allowing them to run around with machine guns and everything else, being like, oh yeah, but point is, it's dangerous right now. Unfortunately, they should be paying people to stay in. I mean, look, I have people that ask me, are you happy being inside? No, that's why I got a treadmill. When I run it, I run it all the time. I've been exercising, I've been dieting, I'm cutting my food intake down, stretching out the supplies, you know. Oh, no, that's not the thing. They're also trying to make a deal that everyone gets $1,500 if they take 2 shots of the vaccine. Fortunately, I won't do it. It might have a microchip in it that might basically, sorry to say, I don't trust, the vaccine. I mean, look, I've been holed up so long that, to me, it's just normal, but to sit there and see every day a pop-up of news flashes from CNN, Washington Post, all these places I subscribe to, and they're like, today's stimulus is woot woot. Woot woot, huh? Oh, I know. That was an offer. A lot of Americans don't trust this vaccine. Most of them would take it for money. I mean, look at what happened today on another channel site, one that I actually watched just to see how accurate he is. He's pretty accurate. People are saying once Biden gets in, praise the Lord, we're going to get $2,000 a month. Woot, woot, woot. Yeah, we're going to get back pay all the way to January 2020. Really? So you're going to get 13 payments of 26 grand. If that's the case, I got a bridge to sell you that goes to nowhere because it's bull crap. I mean, literally. Oh, I agree with you completely, SM. No one is for sale. That's the thing. They want to bribe. I mean, literally, if they could basically not pay a dime, they would skip paying, you know. I mean, $1,500 for 2 doses isn't bad, but what's the side effects? No one knows. Will it get people sick? No one knows. Oh, it's a 90 to 94% rate that it cures it. Maybe, but the vaccine, the thing is hospitals, they're saying, oh, whatever, people on respirators. I've had that thing 3 times, and you don't see me dead yet. I'm not dead yet. And I had 3 different strains, all right? So don't worry. There's like 40 strains out there, and they're only trying to come back for one. Now, if one does, what if this thing mutates to a super one and then wipes out 2/3 of the population? Then what? What are they going to do then? No offense, I'm not going to bring up religion because my family might be watching, but then they got to think about Jesus' scripture when he told his disciples that pestilence will be around. Look around. We got pestilence right now. That's what pestilence is. Pestilence is like a virus or a vaccine, a virus or um, you know, you know, yeah, virus, So, reminds me of Final Fantasy, the games when you get one of the magic things that you get, and it's like virus. And usually, virus basically makes it so you lose HP, but when you do it, it does this giant wall, and it's like, and then all of a sudden you see your character's HP going down, and you're just like, oh yeah. I mean, that thing does really well. You just got to make sure you have lots of cabins and tents, to make sure sleeping bags to recharge. But use that one. Usually it wipes out most things. The other one that's really people like is Gravity. But we're not here to talk about Final Fantasy. We're here to literally talk about stimulus, and they're hurting. I mean, look around. People can't even buy their Christmas presents. Now, what about you, SM? You said you have 5 little ones, right? And a wife, I assume, or a husband, whatever you're into. So one or the other. So you could be female. Doesn't matter to me. I'm female. But my point is how bad if your youngest is under 5, how bad is it going to be as him when you go and say, "I'm sorry, sweetie, Santa didn't come this year because all the elves got sick." I mean, literally, how are you going to explain that one when their stockings are empty? What, you went to the dollar store, spent $10 and said Merry Christmas to everyone, there's your Christmas? I mean, people do what they have to survive. But my thing is how bad is it going to be? No, Octavia. Mitch is basically dickering around still. They're going to kick the can and you're not going to hear anything. They claimed that they were going to be something hammered out, delivered on the floor yesterday. They basically didn't do it. The continuing resolution ends tomorrow. And then they have to re-kick the can for another week. Now, personally, I think they should just get off their ass. Get off their butt. I'm trying to keep it clean. Get off their butt and kick the can until January sometime, maybe even February. Just give everyone money. Worry about the rest later. Unfortunately, right now, what they're doing, Octavia, is they're going to give you $600 if they pass something. They cut it in half. They cut unemployment in half too. But here's the kicker, Octavia. If you get unemployment, if you get a PPP loan or a PUA, no stimulus, no $600 one-time check for you. That goes to people on Social Security disability, Social Security survivors, Social Security retirement, SSI veterans, and railroad. Or someone who's not claiming any unemployment. So anyway, look at it. They found a way to con out and squeeze you for less money, and they think $600 would be fine. Hell, if they gave you $50 each as a stimulus check, they would do that in a heartbeat, basically, because there's too many people who will take what they can take now. And they don't care if you lose your home because they're giving you $600. They don't care if they give you $1,200 and you lose your home. 40 million people will lose their home by December 31st. The PPP loans are done. Unemployment, the PUA, the emergency pandemic thing, will run out December 26th. What are they doing? They're sitting around dickering. One wants liability. They threw liability out. The other one wants local municipalities and state aid. Throw all that out, give $600. That might work, but you got other people like Bernie and Holly saying we need more than 600. We need 1,200 or even $2,000 to get us by until Biden's sworn in. And there's other people, Octavia, saying that we're going to get recurring $2,000 a month payments. Yeah, that's if we control the Senate. If we control the Senate, you bet your butt they're going to give you a retroactive check for $26,000. They'll do everything they can. Hell, they might give you $6,000 American a month for 13 months retroactive due to the fact that like Canada. But the problem is you got to ask yourself: are you willing to take $600, $1,200, $2,000 a month, and when Biden gets in? Let's just say with $10,000 hazard paid and all this stuff. Let's just say a whole boatload of money. Let's just say they give you $2,000, so $26,000 back pay for 13 months and then month to month, right? And that's per person in your household. So if you have 5 people, you get 26,000 times 5, right? You can pay off your house, do whatever, right? But the question is, Octavia and the rest, is who's going to be paying it, as my cousin would say. It'd be your grandkids and your great-grandkids. And your great-great-grandkids and your great-great-great-great-great-great-great infinity grandkids paying it. Yeah, well, you get my idea. I mean, literally, my point is, I'll be right back, everyone, yet again. If Big was here, he would know, he'd make a joke about it. But point is, the unemployment is basically being screwed around. No. Sorry, I gotta go out. I gotta disappear for a second. But the point I'm trying to make to you guys, okay, is Hannah Bug, my moderator, emailed me, asked me if I was gonna be on, and I was like, well, I'll be on until I get a message from some people that I have a meeting with today. So, moderator meeting. But anyways, basically what's going on is that if they could give you $50 each, they would, because they think that you would take anything right now as a struggling family. So if they could give you $100 a week on unemployment, you'd take and smile. Or they would give you $50 stimulus because $50 is pretty good. And you'd be like, oh, look, $50. You got $50. And you just lay the carrot out there and you follow it. It's like the $600. The elderly get monthly, the 6 programs I talked about, they get monthly checks. Do you think they're hurting? No. They manage just fine. The other people that don't get the monthly checks, retirement benefits, SSIs, they're the ones hurting. And those are the ones that should be getting unemployment and they should be getting stimulus. But if you take unemployment, you don't get stimulus and vice versa. So they're duking it out. They think that the hardworking Americans should be getting $600 a week. Instead, they're waiting for it. And if the Senate flips blue, they'll pass right when that thing's getting ready to expire. They'll pass 600 plus a week, and they will give you more stimulus. But in the meantime, it's all basically, they're basically trying to buy the Georgians with $600 a piece, thinking people will take it because they're desperate. And the problem is Moscow Grinch is the problem also, because look what he did. He's not basically hurting for money. He's hurting everyone else by not giving money, saying, oh, the deficit's so high, we can't afford it. Really, you can't afford to take care of the people because of it. He wants to blame the Democrats for shutting it down. Thing is we wouldn't be in this mess if they would have basically said, look, there's a virus, blah, 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 and said that, all this crap happened. Guess what? We're screwed. Money is gone. And the $50 thing, yeah, laugh all you want. $50 is hard. Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Before I go, Octavia, just for a second, just got to go to another room temporarily. You're right. Heck will break loose, but that's only because the American people are maxed out on the credit cards, maxed out trying to survive. And yeah, they're basically penny pinching and thinking Moscow Grinch stole Christmas, which he did. I mean, literally, he basically knew the White House offered $1.9 trillion stimulus to Nancy, and he's like, nope. Who's the mean one? Moscow Grinch. I'm stealing Christmas because I don't want anyone having anything. Moscow Grinch. That's the way it is, everyone. Moscow Grinch got his way, and you guys get to suffer for it. All right, so I'm back. Thank you for waiting. No, I wasn't getting my hat. I was getting I was using the bathroom. But anyways, the point making is that you all need to hope and pray. And if you really want someone who will give it to you as is and not sugarcoated, and you don't want to believe in clickbait, then you can subscribe to me because I won't hold back. I will tell it like it is. And right now, you all need to get a stimulus check, at least 2, maybe maximum 4 Lucky Rabbit's feet. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get anything, which is sad that rabbits are being killed for their fur and their feet to make keychains. That's where I think it's sick, that you kill animals to make a living. They have feelings too. You don't harvest them for their feet. You don't harvest them for their meat. Some people like rabbit, but to me, rabbit's something that you don't kill. Same goes with unemployment. Unemployment, you don't just kill or kick the can because people are hurting. Plain and simple, you know. What the hell is this? Oh, okay, I know what it is. Cool. Cool. So Hannah got her like something Stendo hub or something for her TV or something. She lives out in a little cabin, I think in Georgia or something. But you guys get the idea, okay? Before you guys sit there and say, "Oh well," you need to have hope. You need to have hope. And frankly, there's too many people out there clickbaiting, and that's why I haven't done stimulus in 3 days because unless they literally give you um, info on stim checks, there's not going to be anything. And by the way, just so you know, I know if S&M is still watching, and Octavia and Bulldog and Hannah's not around. Big's probably watching. He usually does the joke potty time when it comes to me, saying I need to use the bathroom. So, anyways, let me just share with something right now. So you guys, S&M, as I said, if you really are hoping for a stimulus check, I would think that you're going to have to find a 4-leaf clover or have some lucky rabbit's feet. Now, with me, lucky rabbit's feet doesn't mean anything because lucky rabbit's feet, well, like I said, I have a thing for rabbits, S&M, and to me, you don't hurt rabbits, you don't kill rabbits, and you don't harvest them for their feet. Hello, meet my pet. His name's Ebony. As you can see, I got 4 rabbit's feet right here. Hi, how you doing, Boon Boon? Huh? His nickname is Boon Boon for Bun Bun, like Bunny Bunny or Boony Boony. Like boondocking, Boon Boon. Hey, Boon Boon. Hi. So if anyone wants to say something like he's adorable, please feel free to. But this guy has been with me for almost 2 years, and he's been giving me plenty of blessings and luck. Unfortunately, right now we need all the luck we can get. Don't make me lucky rabbit's feet. You can keep your lucky rabbit feet on you. You need it for defense. Don't do that. You're always taking good care of a little pot-bellied bunny. He's shaped like a little pot-bellied pig, but said he's a little pot-bellied bunny. Hey, how you doing, huh? So if you really want something on stimulus, you're going to have to pray to God. And right now, I don't know what's happening there. Oh, yeah. So you're shedding still. No, I told your mama, Ebony, that we need to get you unshedding, Okay, so basically, like I said, we're all going to be shafted somehow. Whether we get $600 or not is a different story. So before you guys think of me as the non-sugar coating stuff, let me explain a few things to you. Oh, and before anyone asks, yes, I'm all female, okay? I'm pulling my pants up because that's that time. I gotta put dishes away eventually. Actually, not put dishes away, but wash dishes up. Fortunately, I'm kind of lazy right now because last night I had soup that didn't taste like soup. I don't know, maybe I ate expired food and didn't know it. But anyways, enough about that. So basically in May, I forecast no stimulus checks. In June, I forecast no stimulus checks. In July, I forecast no stimulus checks. In August, when they said stimulus checks would be passed right around my birthday, I said if stimulus checks passed by my birthday, you would get a stimulus check. If it's at my birthday or after my birthday, they weren't going to pass one. I told them if it's before my birthday, it's fine. If it's after my birthday, you kiss your butt and getting any more. And so then in September, they talked about it again. I said, won't happen. Because they're worried about schools and they want to pass funds for school. Moscow Grinch kept putting, other issues with stimulus and being like, oh, yeah, we don't need to give checks. And then we need to give checks. We don't need it. And then it got into October, again, people are having problems with schooling and all this crap and online and housing. And again, then they said, well, we'll pass stimulus right before the election so we can buy the votes. And like SM said, you're not, you're not getting paid, or you're not taking the bribe. You're not for sale. So what happened? Because of it, no one was arguing. They said, "Oh, we're going to control House and Senate. We'll control this. Trump's going to get whatever." Then slowly, after we waited so many days, and then they said, "Oh, Biden and all this." All of a sudden, they started basically duking it out like, "Oh, we need to fight for Trump. We need to fight for Trump. No stimulus, no stimulus." The real reason is they crapped on the American people. They said, "Look, you didn't vote for our great all-American president. Well, guess what? You're not getting a check." Well, I called it. I said, "Look, you're not going to get one." And then all of a sudden, it takes this long before Moscow Grinch acknowledges that Biden's the president. Meanwhile, they're still kicking the can stimulus checks. I mean, literally, they drop this, drop that, shaved off all the excess money that they're dumping for transportation and other useless programs, like bailing out airlines, and gave it to the people, or extended it. Let's just say they cut stimulus checks out and they increase unemployment to 600 a week. That would be a lot better than basically turning around, and giving $1,200 stimulus checks. But there's people out there that say they're entitled to the $1,200 because they're hurting. I mean, look. The reason that these people are fighting for the unemployment, right, and all this is because they know there's no money. I mean, look, everyone's painting that Moscow Grinch stole Christmas, and he's just like, "Well, we're not." I mean, look, I told people, this is what I told them. Okay, I said in November. They're talking about passing a stimulus in November or October, right before the election. I said, it ain't going to happen. They're more worried about their seats than anything. Once basically the election was over, they didn't have any inclination to give it. They said, "Oh, well, we didn't do too bad, but we didn't do too great either." So they basically did whatever. But guess what? Then you turn around and you find out what happens to the American people. And then they delayed it. And then they delayed it and dragged it out. And they're like, "Oh, we're going to pass it." And then, and then every day I was doing a stimulus check. And every day I said, "Wow, we're getting close to New Year's Eve. I don't see anything yet." Forecast is, you guys can go and do clickbait. You can go and see all these people like Latte Man and "It's Jimmy." "Oh, yeah, today we're going to get a stimulus check tomorrow. Woot, woot, that stimulus check, woot, woot." I've heard enough crap from these morons to know that you ain't going to get jack diddly poop. And churches, advocacy groups, domestic violence places. Domestic violence is going up on that. Other places, that help people with other things and stuff, they're all going down the toilet. It's crumpling. It's like, right? And yet, where are we? Where are we? I'll tell you where we are. We are in December 17th. December 17th. What's that tell you? Well, let's see, Vern. December 17th. We're only, 8 days to Christmas, Vern? 8 days to Christmas. Where's everyone's happy-go-lucky jollies this time here? No, I'm not talking about getting you off on your jollies. I'm talking literally serious about where's your money. I mean, look, they said that, people were hoping they'd get their stimulus check before Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I called it already. I said, you ain't going to get diddly poop. They're going to kick the can. I said, if they do a continuing resolution, it's going to be a continuing resolution, but no money. No money. And look now. They're basically sitting there, all right? Let me show you what they're doing to you. They're taking one of these fine little orange things, which, by the way, I need to pull one out. Just one, by the way. I got to cut it small enough, by the way. And I'll do this real quick because it's the way I do things. Actually, I might cut 2 pieces out. I'll eat a little piece for myself, but you get the idea. Supposed to be for soup, but I don't like wasting food when Chloe doesn't get the ingredients we need. So what I'll do is this, and I'll do this, and there. So Then I will pop this in his cage because he gets this as a treat. And he can munch on this for a bit. Beep, beep. There you go. Have a piece of carrot. And I'll eat a piece. So what they're doing is they're dangling the carrot. They're dangling the carrot out there for the rabbit to eat and saying, look, you guys are so hungry. Take the $50. Take it. Or they cut it in half and say, look, $600. You guys need stimulus. Take the $600. Vote for us so we contain Georgia. That's what they're doing. Yeah. You all will take $50 if that's all they offered you to survive. We got thousands of dollars in bills. We'll just stick out as less money possible and hope by the time they screw you over. The problem is American people are desperate. They figure if they give you $600, that won't be enough to go buy most Christmas presents if you did get it. But do you really think they're going to give you money for Christmas? No, they know they won't. You really think that they'll give any money? No. What they're going to do is they're going to delay it. Went across the board. They're going to delay it. $600 ain't going to happen. I mean, look, they claim we're not going to go home for Christmas until we get this passed. No, they'll just kick the can. Let's see what happens. Let's see. They can turn around and say, well, we can't come up with a bill. We're going to try again after January, like after January 4th. They could do that. They could do a continuing resolution for X amount of days. Go home for the holidays and New Year's. Meanwhile, you guys all get to see 40 million people go homeless. No more food stamps extended. My new food stamp extended until January. Meanwhile, and by the way, the only reason why I'm eating this in front of you guys is I want to make sure the rabbit gets a piece. It's a treat to him. And I don't like wasting what I cut. But you get the idea. You're dangling the carrot. Cheaper is better, and you guys will take whatever you get. You need a $40,000 income limit. Well, then that's what they're probably going to do. Good morning, Cam. Problem is again, most of the people here, like Big, Cam, Hannah, Huey, Gail, they're all loyal moderators. No, I don't sugarcoat anything. And so the point is that you're 8 days from Christmas. Where's your stimulus checks? Plain and simple. Where is it? Exactly. You see? Let me tell you what $600 would do for me, S&M. Pay my rent for 1 month, and I have a 2-bedroom. That doesn't include my electricity. Doesn't include my internet. Doesn't pay my bills. But I figure if anyone's on unemployment or PPP loans, you don't need the $600 additional dollars. I think the $600 should be people on SSI and other government funds. But the only reason why the six government programs are having problems with stimulus checks is this. You know as well as I do, S&M. Morning, Cam. How are you? That the American people these 6 groups are complaining about the food cost of food going up or medicine. Medicine's coming down, so they got a gripe about food. But the problem is, they think for a family of 2, $440 additional on food stamps a month is way too little. They need $1,200 each because, well, the food bill is too high. That's what they're fighting right now, S&M. Food's so high, no one can afford anything. I mean, literally. Sorry if I'm I hope you guys don't think I'm rude. Sam, what's up? Before you ask Cam, she's out shopping today off island. It's been a blessing, but I got stuff I got to do eventually, so. But the point is the American people are hurting. I mean, literally, $600. People are praying for 1,200, praying for that. But everyone says 600 is better than nothing. But they're not really going to pass it. If they did, they would have done it weeks ago. Instead, they're going to cut it down. They're going to say, oh, maybe $300 or $50 or nothing. Look, Cam, I know 600 is a lot, but let me ask you a question, brother. You've been with me for a long time as moderator. Let me give you your opinion. You too, Big. You guys think, both of you think you're going to see any $600 anytime soon? Look, you've had enough, Ebs. I'll give you some more, but I really don't want to. You ate it all already, man? Look, too many carrots is not good. It's high in calcium. We don't want to over-calcify you, Boon Boon. Hold on, just to say. We're not going to over-calcium you. Sorry, I moved the camera for a second. We're not going to over-calcium you up. The art of owning a Boon Boon. He's like looking at me for another piece of carrot. Oh, yeah, exactly, Big. They're not going to help. It's not going to be middle January. They passed something at end of January. Think of it. Biden is in. All right, let me see what I can do. If I can find you a teeny carrot, Ebony, I will. Well, I don't want to keep eating carrots myself because I'm not a big carrot fan. Let me find something small. Yeah, this works. Is there anything smaller than this? Yeah, here we go. This works. I'll just cut up this piece. I'll eat half myself and half for you. That leaves you with, whatever. There. All right. This is all you get. Okay. Here's nah. I'll just give him this. Look, this is all you get. All right. Greedy little bunny likes his carrots too. Hopefully, I'll time over. That's all you get. Oh, I agree. I know the joke about the tacos, Cam. I really do. I've seen that. 1,200 tacos. $600 ain't gonna help anyone. Now, look, more on the 17th. Here, let me show you something. Nah, I wouldn't eat that. You want to get fatter and fatter, eat the Cheetos. Here, let me show you something. Right there. There's 8 days left of Christmas, right? 8 sleeps. Do you really think they're going to get something passed and delivered to you before Christmas? No, God could do it like a miracle, but it won't happen. You know? I don't know. I think their rice McChicken's like $3, so you might get like 100 McChickens for that price. Unfortunately, you know me, Cam. I don't even live where there's McDonald's on my island. The islands don't have any McDonald's. You know. Yeah, I haven't had a McDinnick in years. The other day, I don't know, Cam was here when he heard the news about my family coming up. Spending it with me Christmas. I'm going to be in this hotel, right? So, the story goes that I asked my cousin, I said, I'll come over, meet up with you, and I'll ride back with you to your hotel over here on the island. I gotta ride a ferry. So she turns around, and I said, I don't get out much. So maybe you can be generous. That's what I told her jokingly. You pick up a Little Caesar deep dish pizza or a $30 fillet from KFC. Well, no. This is my home. I'm going to be staying with them in a hotel downtown. I live on an island. The only way in's by plane or by boat. And passenger ferry. The passenger ferry's closed. Here, let me show you something, if you don't mind, S&M. Yep. Here. Right here. Right here. Take a look. Excuse me. That wasn't ladylike, so, that sometimes people say, what the hell? No, another scam. Like, I really need a link that says I want a PS5. It's basically a scam. When it comes into your forums and they have YouTube, they avoid the Gmail thing, that's when you got to think something's not right. You know? So, yeah, there's no gold in an asteroid. I mean, literally. I mean, come on, man. No, that's not what I said, SM. If you didn't pay attention, I said in the Gmail email I got under forum, it said, congratulations, you want a PS5. Now, if it was really a sincere thing, it'd go into my primary part of Gmail. It said it went to forum, which means the forum tab, which means it's scam. It's a scam to get your information. It's like clicking it and it unlocks something like Trojan or something. So to me, I saw it. I put it into the spam box, and then the spam box deleted it. So no, I didn't win a PS5. So when I say, look, when I was talking about PS5, I was talking about, so. No, didn't didn't win a PS5 or Xbox. I know Cam wants one. Oh, everyone wants one. All right, so do. No, okay, good, because they're saying congratulations. It's like I didn't win one. Hell, I don't win anything. Last thing I won was a pocket TV a long time ago that fit in my pocket. Now they don't work. Do. Well, it's time for my dip. As you all know, I'll be here for probably another 90 minutes. I got an appointment to do, but I don't want to leave you guys because you guys mean the world to me, and two is you are extended family, as all of you know, including you, Cam. And before anyone asks, oh, got another email that came in. See, the most free, whatever, saying I got 5 emails, but I just got rid of 3. Social, all right. See, nope. Oh, so this one is like 3 days. Want to follow up? Nope. Don't care. My island I live in, I just gave you the information. It's 4 counties. The county I'm in is called San Juan, and the main island there's Friday Harbor, which is where I live. Friday Harbor is the main hub. That's the county seat. So you got San Juan, which is Friday Harbor. You got Lopez, Shaw, and Orcas. Chloe, of course, my roommate, is off the island today going grocery shopping. Trying to save a few bucks because living on an island at times, groceries can be expensive as hell. So I live in San Juan, so which everyone knows that. I was just reading my new book I read yesterday. I read 5 chapters of it. It was talking about how the main character's wife is going to San Juan. I was like, haha, cool. Love this place. This place is gorgeous. Which I'm going to have to get the camera charged up soon because in 7 days from tomorrow, I got guests coming. So I got to make sure the camera's loaded. So big. So big and Cam, what have you two been up to, Holmes? You guys know my family's bringing me my Christmas present up here. There you go, paper towel rolls. You can always know that when you want to get rid of your paper towel rolls and you want to recycle it, throw them in there. He'll basically chew on them until they're all shredded. Paper towel rolls. See, I get to play with the paper towel rolls with him at times. Hey, Boom Boom, you love me? Yeah, keep eating your foodsies. So I live in San Juan Island, all right, part of the San Juan County, which is the county seat's Friday Harbor. So that's where I live. Well, not really. It just depends. I live in subsidized housing, so my rent's $607 a month. My electricity is between $50 and $200, depending on how many times I use the heater. My internet is $65 a month for T5 or T6, 1 gig down, 1 gig upload. So that's why I have good connection. Otherwise, it's all gravy. We have beaches, we have campsites, we have a lot of different things. Oh, you should check out the hotel they got, Big. That thing is just bad butt. I mean, I should show you the pictures of it. I mean, I'm in love with the room they're getting, man. Let me show you the room, dude. Here's the room that they're renting. I mean, literally, that is nice. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Take a look at the pictures, man. I mean, I can't say any negative about it. I mean, literally, got a nice TV, got a full kitchen. I forgot to ask: is doggies available? Yeah, I think it. Okay, so it says 2 bedrooms each with a king bed, private deck for 4, dining area for 6, living room with sleeper sofa, and spacious bath with shower. Oh yeah, look at that. Spacious bath with shower. So spacious bathroom with shower. I wonder if they supply you with the... Yeah. Tastefully appointed floors, comfortable furniture, including full-size sofa, suite perfect 2 couples or a family. Yeah, exactly. And full-size kitchen, man. So hopefully they give you enough. You know what? I'm going to try something real quick. Where's the freaking settings here? I want to see if I reverse it, if it work. Reversing the buttons work. Because I'll gladly reverse. No. It's the... You know what? I'm going to... I think the mouse is failing. I think Chloe got mad and broke it because I can't even scroll. Damn it! I don't want the Microsoft Store. I wanted settings. Stupid piece of crap. Won't even scroll. Literally. Oh, what now? No, I don't want to run a scan. You see that? That's the thing. I don't want to run this defrag or whatever. I want to go down. I mean, I gotta hold the button all the way down to scroll. Should be easier than this. All right, let me see what happens if I go devices. Dude, it doesn't take this long. All right, let's just reverse it and see what happens. Oh, so the left button's fried, basically. That figures. I'm scrolling just fine now. It's the freaking right button that's the problem. Yeah, well, guess I'll have to get used to me using the right click button. I mean, literally, this thing is basically really POing me, you know? Oh, is it warm there? No, it's 43 and cloudy right now. I should disassemble this for a second, like this, and I unplug this temporarily. All right, let's see what happens if I plug it back in. I'm trying to see what causes what. So, all right, so let's just do this real quick. Yeah, it's the button. So basically, it won't scroll because of the button. So it seems I'm gonna have to use the right one for a while and learn to scroll with the right button. Weird. Hold on. All right, so let's do it this way then. Wait. Hey, I don't want to pin this to start. I hate this. Okay, so it's left on the right side. That's why. Figures. All right, so I guess I got to deal with this whole. There we go. That's why. So, I'll just do it this way. I can learn eventually. It's not really warm. It's pretty cold, you know. So I guess I'm going to have to buy a new mouse next month. So I'll put that down on my shopping list wherever I put it today and be like, mouse, yep, new thing. I'll do my dip while I'm talking to you guys. But yep, it looks like I need to get a new mouse for my computer. Unless someone wants to generously donate me a new trackball mouse, wired trackball mouse, I'd gladly take it as a donation, you know. Not that it matters, you know, as moderator or administrator. I'm here just to, you know. So my Amazon wish list is going to have trackball mouse. Yeah, it just knows. I bet you Chloe broke it, you know. Not that we talk about Chloe here. She would do it and then get mad. Probably got mad, didn't even know it. She hates this mouse. Ugh. You know, what is it with everyone asking me that question? If anyone pays attention to what I have to say, they would realize nothing is concrete. What? You're so desperate for $600 you need to ask me? No. The point is we don't have $600. They're going to cut it down or kick the can. Tomorrow's the continuing resolution. You might not even get food stamps next month or the month after that. They keep kicking the can. Right now, they're dicking around. They claim that Christmas they're going to stay and not go home. Problem is, everyone asks me, where do I get the money? So look, they dangle $600 out. Everyone's friggin' ready to gobble it up. Doesn't anyone realize the American people are being shafted? I mean, literally. Look, if you get a PPP loan, you don't get unemployment, or you don't get stimulus. If you get a unemployment, you don't get a stimulus. They're trying to cut the stimulus down as much as possible to win Georgia, and it ain't working. I mean, look, the continuing resolution ends tomorrow. That means tomorrow. That means by the time they kick the can again, it might run out Christmas Day. Then they have to stay around. I mean, there is no concrete evidence. They're going to basically throw it out. And Pelosi said they're still debating. It could be next week before they hammer something out, or the week after. They just keep kicking the old coffee can or soda can until Biden's in. And then they might give you $2,000 a month. Right now, they're all dickering over what's what, when's when. Look how many people out there are asking, where do I get the $600 at least? I need to get Christmas. They don't want to give anyone anything. Excuse me, I got to use the restroom. Go ahead and do what you need to, big. Are you in there, Mippo? You make me happy. I get pissed. You know what I want? I'll tell you what I want in my soul, and I'll tell you this time and time again. What I want in life is $1,200. No, I want the American people to get $2,400, $600 a week unemployment. I want people that have qualified for PPP loans, PUAs, to get it. I don't think people on SSI. I don't think people on disability insurance, retirement, survivors, veterans, railroad, any of those government programs should even get a freaking dime. $1,200 is fine. Stockpile and keep it going. But everyone wants that second check for some reason. The elderly are getting $220 to $280 per person for food stamps in their household. Just give them the food stamps. Leave it go. Everyone else is suffering. Unemployment's going through the roof. Other countries are paying $6,000. But guess what? We're all royally screwed. But there's people out there that think that they're entitled to a freaking dime. When they hear $600 with a question mark, they're like, oh, yes, when are we getting it? People like me, I'm well provisioned. Do you think I care about a measly $600? I mean, literally, let's see. This will cost me probably $200 to $300 just to buy what I need for Amazon next month. I mean, literally. And yet everyone's being butthurt over a freaking, ooh, what are we getting? I mean, look, that's what I want. I want to see the American people survive. I don't think Grandma Two Shoes needs a freaking $600 check to go spend it on freaking on Christmas. Literally, Christmas is dead this year. freaking waiting and praying and be like, $1,200 delivered by Christmas. They're not going to do it. It takes 2 weeks minimum. They're going to kick the can tomorrow. Then they're going to kick the can again. They're going to kick the can again. They're going to kick it until after Georgia's runoffs. And then what? Then what? Then you're going to stand around with your hair flapping in the wind, twisting and turning and going. I mean, look, that's why I don't do these videos that often, because there's too many people out there that ask, well, what are we getting it? I need 600 no matter what. I'm so poor. That's why if you can't manage your freaking money and you're basically begging Uncle Sam for a dime, maybe you need to reevaluate things, because I have been making it last. I've been literally abused. I've been stuck in my house. I'm not allowed to go out and all this crap. And yet I got to hear people all over the spectrum say, when are we getting it? Well, let's see. Tomorrow's the 18th when the continuing resolution will be kicked down for another week or two. They'll probably kick it down a week, then hammer out something in midweek, won't give us stimulus checks, or they'll duke it out. It'll roll over to Christmas. They'll say they'll have to redo it, pass another extension, but they're not going to pass it on the 31st of December. Why? Because November 31st, correct me. December 31st is New Year's Eve. You think they're going to basically waste their $600, $1,200, $1,800 champagne to go pass a bill? No, they're going to be waiting till after the runoffs. They're basically watering this down to basically piss off the American people, telling the American people, guess what? You're not worthy of money. You're going to basically watch us take your hard-earned tax dollars and funnel it into airlines, cruise lines, freight companies, truck companies, Amtrak, personal buses, you name it, they're going to do it, and everyone's going to be screwed. You're going to see your hard money going to all these rich companies trying to float their airlines. I say let them go bankrupt. They buy too many airplanes anyways. They finance too many of them anyways. They're basically keep basically, oh, we're going to merge with Delta. We're going to merge with United. We're going to merge with this one. Next, you know, it goes from 9 airlines to 8 airlines to 7 to 6, and eventually it gets all the way down to 2 airlines duking it out with each other. You know. And so technically the point is there's where I'm going. And I better do my dip before I blow my stack, because I shouldn't be this angry this morning. They had over 8 months to get this done until, well, yeah. And you know what? I mean, literally, tell Joe Biden's president, we don't know what's going to happen. I keep telling people the election's over. We'll wait and see. We have 34 days. Meanwhile, everyone's freaking basically hurting literally. Literally, people are panicked everywhere you freaking go. Well, everything's going to collapse, basically, because, as I said, they'll kick the can, they'll extend it another week. I mean, look, Pelosi stated Saturday of the last week, and guys, well, if we can't pass anything by the 18th, we'll just extend it into Christmas week. Really? You're going to extend it into Christmas week to piss off the people while everyone's watching you, Pelosi? You're sitting there eating your $20,000 freezer full of $100,000 filled ice cream while everyone else is saying, please, man, can I have some? She's like, nope, well, I'm going to do a deal for me and my thing. Oh, mind you, I forgot to mention this whole damn stimulus rubble before I blew my stack. So my opinion is this, okay? Marcus Rubio passed a bill today, or last few days, saying that if they're going to give $600, $1,200, $2,000 per person, or whatever bill that's going to happen for what the fudge is this? Another freaking spam thing. You know, I'm going to go empty my spam box, because I got one that says you want a PS5, and then I got something else there. There we go. Ha. Now, let me tell you the other problem. Marcus Rubio came out and stated he wants he wants the illegals. If you're married to a citizen of the U.S., you're entitled to payments. That was in the bill too. So not only airlines are getting bailed out, mass transit, they're going to turn around and screw you over by giving your money to someone who needs it. Same thing. Oh yeah, the Affordable Care Act ain't, Yeah, kicking the can, Biden's son can come. We don't know if Biden's helping the Communist Party. Everyone is basically upset that Trump lost, okay? We can't just sit here and kick the can and say, oh, Trump was gonna fix America and Biden. We have to give Biden a chance. What if Biden isn't part of the Communist Party? What if everything is basically, what if we got things wrong? I mean, literally. I need gloves and thermal underwear. Well, yeah, so do I. But guess what? My packages haven't come. My sister's packages didn't. She emailed me this morning stating not to even worry about my presents. Yeah, well, everyone has needs, but everyone's needs shouldn't be met. Okay, the government thinks we're disabled. Here's enough money to get us by. We're not supposed to have anything, or bonuses, or gifts, or goodies, or anything. People want to give us gifts, we do. But other people sit there and say, oh, well, I can't get underwear and socks and tights and coats. My family was sending me a coat, sending me other things. It never came. Now she messaged me saying not to worry. Don't worry about the package that didn't come. Really? I'm worried because I have no reason not to worry. I check every day for that. All those winter stuff. I'm stuck in a place where I'm going to be freezing if I don't have a warm coat. And yet, she turns around and says not to worry about it. Literally, don't worry about it, Rita. We'll get it fixed. Meanwhile, am I supposed to worry? Yes. Am I not supposed to worry? No. When a package ain't being delivered, we have a problem. And that problem is I could freeze. It's another reason why I'm indoors. I don't have my coat fell apart. The zipper blew apart. My winter coat fall apart. I'm stuck with no winter coat. And to me, UPS keeps stealing things. And UPS is basically under contract. So even if they steal it, they won't be fired because it's a union job. So how long till this is a pandemic epidemic? It's already, Hold on. Everything will be okay. I agree, SM. Everything will be okay. Plain and simple. We just have to make it. Everywhere I go, I hear ideas. The same stimulus. They know people need help. That's the same. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's where I basically don't do it every day. Every person that does a stimulus update, SM, is doing it for the quarter. Every time you click on it or you send it out, you share it with everyone else. Whether it be social media. They make money. They're like, oh, yeah, thanks. I got $300 today by sitting on my butt going, hi, my name is Jimmy. Today we're going to be talking about $1,200 they're getting tomorrow. Woot. And then everyone says, well, where the hell's my $1,200? Or heck. I don't know what happened to the leftover $500 billion taco, dude. If I knew that much, I'd be basically wondering it. Exactly. You see, it doesn't matter if it's Biden or Trump. No more money was going to go to us. They want to bail out the businesses because without businesses, the economy goes into a Great Depression. And the leftover 500 billion tacos, 500 billion tacos, big time is gone. No one knows what happened. That's the thing. They want to use that money, including with 400 other billion, to give a $918 billion stimulus check. I mean, look, I already said it myself. They're going to bail out airlines. They're going to bail out all these places. They want to bail out their big buddies, and yet the American people are suffering. since we're all playing the game, and as an administrator, I can do it too. So, you eating your carrot still? Well, I'm gonna do a dip before I blow up. I still got some time here. But yeah, basically furious. I better check and see what's going on. Let's see how much money I got in my card. Oh, I got plenty. Reason I'm checking is because I couldn't find my card. So, okay, boys and girls, you've done your example. You don't have to spam up the chat box for advice. Oh, look, the sun's coming out a bit. Praise the Lord, we're getting a little sun. Eventually, I'll have to watch a movie and play a video game, but I got some stuff to do. So, approximately 10:20, the boat leaves again, but it ain't coming here, dude. Chloe's going to be royally PO'd when it comes to that because the nearest boat's, 2 o'clock? Hey, Ray, when's the next boat leave? Definitely 2:10. Definitely 2:10. Definitely 2:10. Sure about that? Definitely 2:10. 2:10. Definitely 2:10. Dude, you son of a... So you got to push the button down hard to scroll. Hold on. I want schedules. I want schedules. I want schedules. Here we go. I'm buying a new mouse. The hell with this. All right. So next boat leaves at 10:20, which her thing left. So unless she gets in it by 10:20, which is highly unlikely, she's going to be stuck until 11:20, which means at approximately, if she takes the 11:20 boat, she gets into Orcas at 12:30. Now, if she goes to Shaw, that boat leaves at the Shaw connects up at 12:25, which means she'll connect up to Shaw. Oh no, wait, Shaw's 12:40. So if she gets into Shaw at 12:20, she can leave 12:40 and get home at 1:45. See, I forgot about that. But that's if she can get to the 11:20 boat. No one knows what's going to happen. She'll probably come in around 2 to 4:30, give or take. Definitely, What the hell? Excuse me. Why did... sorry, please don't try that. I don't get it. Why'd you time him out, man? Would you explain why you timed him out? I made a joke, Oh, enough examples? Well, he shouldn't have had a thing. I mean, he was basically being part of the questions. It's only 5 minutes, In the meantime, when you come back, it'll be, you understand the example. So, hey, what's up, little man? Hold on a second, everyone. Hey, what's up, little rooter? Come here. You're white. Drink. Welcome to the Moppy Show. Today, where we talk about Moppy stuff. And I was sleeping, and I got up, and there's Uncle Cam. Hey, Cam, where's my present? Yeah, I'm a dog. I deserve presents. Yeah. Hold on. The chair's a little low. Well, hurry up. There we go. Yeah, see? Now people can see me, see? I'm a human just like the rest of you. My name is Moppy. Yeah. He's not itching as much. Saturday, his mom's going to give me a bath before Christmas so I can see Aunt Tara, who's coming. Apparently, she got me a whole bag of Christmas treats. I can't touch treats around here. Mommy Rita won't let me. Damn heifer won't give me any treats. Aunt Hannah basically bought me some. She's like, nope, It's wrapped up under the Christmas tree, or going under the Christmas tree. It's in a box right now, all wrapped up. I look at her. Yeah, where's the treats? And then I look at Huff and Pfeffer, and I'm like, he's got treats too wrapped up, ready to go. It's like nice big Christmas this year, but anyways, can you believe it? It's almost January. New year. Hopefully I get lots of treats. By the way, is there anything on the Amazon list that says treats? No, yeah, a box of Moisties. One box. If they give $600, I'd like at least 4 boxes with all the work I gotta do. What work? Laying on my bed sleeping? I'm still a service dog, and I still provide heat for you when you sleep. I'm a little heater. You said it. The heater, the Moppy Heater 9000. Yep. He is. He's like, bacon treats? No, he doesn't get bacon. Mom's got plenty of bacon in the freezer, but she won't get into it. She says last time she had bacon, it almost killed her. It's something to do with her heart almost exploding with a half a pound of bacon in her. I was like, yeah, right. Probably Mommy Chloe caused too much stress. You know how it is with these humans. Always complaining about heart pain. Probably nothing. Probably stress. So, anyways, Uncle Cam, yeah, I'm like a great present. When Daddy died, I had to go with Mommy Rita, and well, she was the greatest present ever. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, come here. And so you guys can see, look at this. He's wearing pajamas. See? Pajamas. Little dog's wearing pajamas. Complimentaries of Aunt Tara. She's got more outfits, I think, for you too for Christmas. Wanting to get you an elf outfit. Oh. There you go, Bobo. Or as I call you, Bobakin. It's one of those days, you just want to sit back, relax, and be like, but I got stuff to do eventually. Chocolate truffles. Ooh. That definitely looks good. Aunt Tara messaged you? Nah, she's too busy with her friend Ashley. Let's see. So apparently, President-elect Biden chooses an African American guy to handle the EPA. Now, I don't mind if he's going to do the EPA. My question is why not something about stimmy checks? I mean, literally, you look at the news feeds, right? I get news feeds all the time. Nothing at stimmy checks. I get all this crap about Christmas. Oh, get a great deal at Walmart 20 times a day. It's like, uh-huh. So we click on this info and it talks about no stimulus. Well, at least the House conservative pushes back against, So here it says, this was yesterday. Price tag $900 billion, $300 week in jobless benefits, PPP loans. So they're trying to tie 1.4 trillion for the continuing resolution of 900 billion. So let's see. We've agreed we will not leave town until we've made law. Yeah. So direct payments for individuals and families have become a major issue in the race. Senator Kelly and Dave are getting hammered on the issue, said in the GOP. Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue are both facing off against Democratic challengers who could lose their seats, are begging the U.S. Senate and the Congress to pass stimulus checks for the American people. GOP is demanding lawsuit protections for businesses, but I say throw that out and just basically, if you're going to make the states not get extra money, then throw out that thing. We don't need it. It's a waste of money. Now they're complaining about $300 a week, which I'd complain too. I'd say give $550 and slowly taper it down. Every time they re-upper the stimulus thing, take $50 off and keep them until they can find a job. That's how I would do it. So the other thing is they could turn around, they could shut the government down. So Josh Hawley and Bernie Sanders are demanding more money. They say $600 to $700 is not enough. It is if you're someone on SSI who's sitting there wanting, whatever. But the government doesn't want to give anyone on SSI $600. They want to basically watch you rot and die, and then they don't have to pay you anything. Sorry to be negative, but that's how I see it. I mean, literally, I'm getting tired of people turning around and being like, oh, well, I need $600 because I'm struggling. Well, if you're struggling and you're struggling before the pandemic and you're struggling after the pandemic, then most of these people are demanding and wanting to suck up $600 because they can't. You don't see me complaining. I don't think $600 is proper. I don't think $1,200 is proper. I think everyone should be getting zilch. No packages yet. I mean, to me, they're gonna keep cutting it down and dickering. Then I think that, in my opinion, we don't need any. I mean, literally, $1,200. I'll tell you the real reason. Again, they're doing this because they don't want to pay for any of it. Truth of the matter is, they don't want to sit there and see Big walk out of Walmart with an 80-inch TV and being like, "Oh yeah, 80-inch TV, yeah, I got an 80-inch." Meanwhile, everyone else is suffering. And then he goes to I'm using it as an example, Big. And then all of a sudden he goes somewhere else and magically Walla Walla, zing zang, everything's good. So, point of meaning is the American people are screwed. Any way you look at it, brother, they're screwed. That's the thing. They are screwed. They're literally screwed. How many people do you think it will take to screw you over? I mean, literally. How many people do you think it's going to take to screw you over? Just the Senate and the Congress. They're going to duke it out until next year when the runoffs are done. Then they might do something. Or they might just sit back and say, oh, well, we control the Senate, F you. Or they'll turn around and say, well, we control both House, Senate, and Democrat. And then when the two runoffs come into Democratic, what happens? American people get screwed over. Think about the people who were claimed and attacked the person claiming them. Oh, I mean, I feel sorry for the people that claimed. They should basically fight it with the IRS, Cam. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look, here's my problem. Okay, brother Cam. Reason I'm doing 3 days, 4 days, 5-day increments because the holidays is because I don't want to deal with stimulus checks. You know this. Two is I'm tired of people saying, oh yeah, $600. I love your channel, Rita. When are we gonna get it? And it's like, why ask me? Go read it in the paper. There is no time frame on the calendar. That's the thing. I mean, literally, you and I. I mean, yes, you would love to have it for groceries and stuff. That's a good, noble thing, Cam, and I'm proud of you. You know me, I'd restock. Other people, oh yeah, $600. I just bought a Nintendo Switch and I got all these games. I'm doing great. Whoop whoop. Meanwhile, they just supported freaking Amazon or Best Buy or Walmart or GameStop, which in turn supplies Nintendo and the systems and it goes down the chain, right? So who gets the money? Not the people that need to supply it. I mean, look, if you're going to basically give $600 or $1,200, maybe they should do it food voucher. Be like, oh yeah, stimulus check, here you go. You can have a gift card for your local grocery store in town. This is where you can buy your food. That's it. I mean, literally, why the hell would we basically sit there and give money freely when they spend it foolishly? Oh yeah, I know. I don't mean to basically be rude to any of you guys. You guys mean the world to me, but you get my idea. I mean, literally, don't you? I mean, how would you feel if you were sitting there, right, and you're the moderator, the administrator, and someone says, "What are we getting?" It's like, who cares when we're getting it? Literally, I told you guys in August that we're going to basically play footsies over this until Biden was sworn in if he got the presidency. Have I been wrong yet, my friends? Nope, not literally. Most of the people that are flipping those systems, Cam, aren't making 3 grand. It's the bots. They're using a special bot like BirdBot or something who goes in and snatches up everything that's nailed down, and then they turn around and flip them. So they buy them, they flip them, and then they keep circulating at 3 grand. The question is would you do that? Yeah, you probably would, Cam, because of the monetary thing. But the thing is the government basically turns around. Here's my opinion, okay? If I went ahead and I took Chloe's Xbox and PS5 and flipped them and made 6 grand, the government would really realize right away I had 6 grand in the pocket and take me off disability. So I'm not the type that would sit there and flip my own products to make a living. But there is people out there who would do it. I mean, look at it. And I love all of you, by the way. I truly do love all of you, including you, Cam. I've grown quite fond of you, by the way. Same with you, Big. But you guys get the idea, right? I mean, literally, we're in a pandemic. They keep cutting it. I mean, if they dangled $50 out and everyone would take it because that's all they could get because they need money now, they would do it. I mean, literally, I read an article the other day that disgusted me. I mean, the Congress and the Senate were talking about robbing Peter to pay Paul, or robbing Paul to pay Peter. I mean, literally, I've heard that thing over in the 80s. I never understood it that well, but I know what it means. It means, you rob Peter to pay Paul, or you rob Paul to pay Peter. The old religious thing. Well, here's the problem, Cam. Do you really think right now they're going to get 1,200? Do you think you're going to get 1,200? They're talking 600. And if they could get away with it, they would give every person on government benefits like SSI $50 if they could, because they think you're getting extra food stamps every month, Cam. So why the heck should they pay any more? I mean, literally, they're going to not give us 1,200. They're not going to give us 600. They're kicking the can. They're trying to wait for the Georgia runoffs. I mean, literally. Okay, let me ask you this. You said no, Cam, Big. How many of you have think of me as being more accurate than most people in what I'm talking about? That's something I want to ask you because people are. Your dad screwed you over basically. You had to file on the SSI portal, and I told you that in the beginning. Remember, you file there, they would have basically looked into it. Stretching. I mean, I've been accurate completely and thoroughly on stimulus checks. I mean, look around. I've told people they weren't going to get more. There's too many people that clickbait it. They're so hungry for more. They can't survive without more. Mm. I'm proud of you, Cam. I'm very proud of you, my brother. As Jesus would say, forgive. No, I know. I know. That's why you did what you did. Some people, as my mom would say, would need the money more. Whoa, what about this one? How accurate have I been? Yeah. Okay. So I have a stimulus addiction. Is that what you're saying? Can't big. I have a stimulus addiction. Hmm. Mm. So stimulus addiction, huh? Oh, the clickbaiters. Yeah, it's because they're getting a between 5 and 25 cents a video. So the more clicks they get, the more money they make in one day. I mean, look at I was visiting some guy the other day who made like 4 clickbaiters in a day, and we won't even get started with that La La Latte guy or Jimmy. I mean, literally, but. By the way, Rita, thanks for being so. You know me, Cam. I love all people, including you, brother. I mean, look at it. I mean, I've had a couple moderators tell me to save my money and not give them anything for Christmas, but I mean, I try, and I'm also trying not to talk negative about Chloe either. I mean, with our little thing, our little discussion. I mean, I'm trying to keep my swearing down. Have you noticed that, Cam? I'm literally trying to go back to the way I was when my husband died. I swore like a sailor, man. But the thing is, I love all you guys, and the thing is, as I said, you have to forgive. I mean, literally, you can't be mad at your dad if he ended up with extra money. My mother used to say, "Well, they need it more than you." But my problem is, Cam. Honestly, I get upset at people. People that like you and the others. They don't ask. When's money? When are we getting this check? I mean, if they offer 2 grand, people would be asking me every second, email and stuff. When are we getting it? When are we getting it? We're not. But as well as I do, Cam. I mean, $600 you can make it last, Cam. I can make it last. I mean, literally, we're basically just sitting here trying to plug leaks on a boat that's slowly sinking because we hit an iceberg, and you know. I should go over to Amazon for a second. I got 2 things I want to send my cousin. Oh, here we go. $17. Well, I hope you're not going to leave, Cam, because I don't want you leaving. I don't like to upset people either. So, I mean, literally, I agree, Big. They just click and click and click. Something else I was going to ask my cousin Dinky about. I can't remember the other one. I mean, I just sent a message to my cousin saying I need to get another one of these mouses soon. Mm. Oh yeah, I will. Maybe we can do StreamYard after my appointment today, Cam. What do you think? I'll send you an email. What about you, Big? You want to join in finally? Do a little StreamYard. I wouldn't mind as long as you don't give the you can send a message to Sass. But we don't want Joe Gill. Remember, we hate Joe Gill. Remember what he did to us? I mean, literally. I mean, there's something else I was going to ask my cousin Dinky, but I just can't remember. I was like, I need 2 new mouses, so I might as well put 2 mouses down. Did I put that down already? Oh, yeah, I did. So I need to buy 2 of them. They're like $20 each. Well, no, my mouse is USB, bro. See? My mouse is this one. I use this one. My arthritis is bad. It helps me. Fortunately, I need a new one. The left button's broken. I think Chloe did it, but we're not going to talk about Chloe today. But yeah, let me, don't hate them, disregard them. You even disregard Joe. I'm not hating Joe. I just said Joe's, Joe. Do you want to join us at Big in a couple hours after my appointment? Going to, oh, I know what I was going to send my cousin. Hold on a sec. I saw it on Amazon once, so I want to share this with my cousin. Hold on, someone's at the door. Bark. I know it ain't Chloe. She ain't home this early. Packages? Nope. Gotta remember before I have a brain fart real quick. I have a brain fart from time to time. Is that the one I was looking at? Yeah, I guess so. That's the one I was looking at. There you go. So I need 2 mouses and 1 of these. But I know my cousin won't buy them, so I just was showing him to her if she's watching YouTube. That's the other thing. Dinky turned around the other day. Yeah, we'd love to have you. We've never seen you, man. I mean, we StreamYard from time to time. We got the hours. I just haven't done it. And by the way, Cam, I'm sorry about our idea of opening presents Christmas Day, unless I open presents and upload it later while I'm at the hotel. Gotta make sure my battery's good too. So let me check my battery quick on something. Oh, how could you? It was me. Which one's which? I think this is the one I need. Yep. Oh yeah, I just love this. Checking my thing out real quick, everyone. I'm gonna make sure I take some photos so I can, see if my camera's still got a charge. I was telling Chloe if I had that money, I'd buy. Whoops, hold on. Don't want the hair getting into the lens. All right, so my battery's still good. See how we're doing here. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My camera. What do you guys think, huh? Well, they have Wi-Fi at the hotel, so this is a super wide lens, by the way. How about I take my lenses with me going, Yeah, I was telling Chloe the other day, I said I would love to have a new mouse for Christmas, and she's like, "Oh, okay." I ran out of money. Yeah, we were joking about that. Me and my friend were joking the other day about that. Talked that you got it. Big heard about it. Cam's heard about it. She had a temper tantrum the other day, threw a fit, and found out she had no money on her green Direct Express card. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I was like, dude, don't worry, your family's taking care of Christmas fine. Yeah, there's that place I go and buy my cameras and stuff. I don't even know. My lenses I can get. I was looking at getting something else. Let's see, that's a Venus. I don't want that. I wanted to look at this for a second. I found a spare book of this. Here we go. So there we go. I want to look at the Nikon lenses. So if I get a Nikon lens, I got a Nikon camera coming, but 35 millimeters, $200. 10 by 20 is 3.7. 1055 comes with it. 18105 and 18140. Those are the two I was looking at as well. So, the D3500 looks like a good little camera. So, but the Canon's really good too. The Canon lenses I was looking at getting is the 18-135 and the 18-105, but the 18-105 is expensive, man. I think the the 24-105 is like $600, so that would just cover one of my lenses, So, but once you get all your lenses you need, you're good, man. You can just take photos like crazy. Oh, yeah. So I keep checking my Direct Express card. It went missing. So I was like, I'm kind of concerned. Which, by the way, I got a joke for you guys. So yesterday, right, I sent Chloe out to send out the Christmas cards. Oh, I've been meaning to email Cam about his address. I was gonna send him a Christmas card too, because he's Cam, and forgot his address. And anyways, I turned around and I said to Chloe, "Send out my Christmas cards." Yeah, how much? She said, "Oh, it costs about $20." I said, "What 20?" She said, "I had to get cash back." So but then she said, "Oh, I delivered this," but I said, "Hey, get the internet paid?" Nope. First Christmas car in 800 years? I never heard about that. You're going to have to email me the link, Cam, so I can look for it. However, we don't know what the weather is going to be like on the 21st. Hold on a sec. Alexa, what's the weather going to be like for the next week?
In Friday Harbor for the next 7 days. Friday, 48 degrees Fahrenheit and showers. Saturday, 49 degrees and rainy weather. Sunday, 51 degrees and intermittent clouds. Monday, 47 degrees and showers. Tuesday, 46 degrees and partly sunny weather. Wednesday, 45 degrees and partly sunny weather. Thursday, 46 degrees and cloudy skies. By the way, any time is a good time for unwrapping presents. If you'd like some gift ideas, you can say things like, "Alexa, give me gift ideas for toys."
How about we do this for fun? Alexa, Skyrim.
Welcome back to Skyrim, adventurer. You have chosen to walk towards a spooky lighthouse. You meet a Redguard city guard at the spooky lighthouse. She's lost an item of great sentimental value, a black soul gem. She begs you to retrieve it for her.
Then let's go, Skyrim.
Are you ready to face the peril ahead?
Yes.
A stuffed moose head is nailed to the wall. Impressive. A young mage appears in front of you. He smells of death. It's a necromancer. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your mace utterly crushes the apprentice necromancer. You expand the necromancer's knowledge of death by providing them with invaluable first-hand experience on the topic. You are victorious. Your health is at 100. There are 3 paths forward: a tapestry-lined hallway, a suspiciously ordinary door, and a heavy wooden door. Which do you choose?
Tapestry hallway.
You move deeper into the fort. Your boots clatter on the cobblestone floor. You hear a blood-curdling howl. Suddenly, a fully grown ice wolf leaps out at you. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your mace thoroughly pounds the ice wolf. The ice wolf whimpers and dies. You have triumphed. You have 100 health. There are 3 paths forward: a dimly lit hallway, a hidden staircase, and a decoratively carved door. Which do you choose?
Hidden staircase.
You move deeper into the fort. A rusty chandelier dangles from the ceiling. The corpse of an ancient Nord rises up before you. It's a Draugr warrior. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Attack with weapon.
Your mace thoroughly pounds the Draugr warrior. The Draugr warrior collapses to the ground, at long last given true eternal rest. You survived the battle. Your health is at 100. There are 3 paths forward: a hidden staircase, a spiral staircase, and a crumbling staircase. Which do you choose?
The hidden staircase.
You move deeper into the fort. You enter a dusty corridor lined with cages. None of the prisoners made it out alive. You hear the terrifying sound of gnashing mandibles. A large frostbite spider leers at you, all 8 eyes squinting in unison. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Use weapon. Hey, Mark.
Your mace bashes the large frostbite spider. The large frostbite spider bites you. You take 8 damage. What would you like to do?
Use spell.
Your firebolt torches the large frostbite spider. Your foe is nothing more than a smoldering heap. You are victorious. Your health is at 92. There are 2 ways forward: a scarred iron door and a simple wooden gate. Which do you choose?
Scarred iron door.
You move deeper into the fort. The first thing you see is a table filled with ancient cheese wheels. They obviously didn't starve to death. You stand motionless for a moment, listening. Something's waiting for you. A Draugr overlord, clad in ebony armor, awakens from its slumber. It looks strong. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your ice spike freezes the Draugr overlord. The Draugr overlord strikes you with its ancient sword. You take 6 damage. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your mace pummels the Draugr overlord. Your foe is resistant to this type of attack. The Draugr overlord strikes you with its ancient sword. You take 6 damage. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your firebolt burns the Draugr overlord. You stare at the smoking remains of your enemy, impressed. Winterhold College really paid off. You are victorious. Your health is at 80. You pick up the black soul gem, determined to return it to its rightful owner. You pull a lever and a path opens to the fort's entrance. How convenient. The Redguard city guard thanks you for retrieving her black soul gem. How could she live with it? As a reward, she gives you an imp stool. Unfortunately, this is not a mushroom but the droppings of an imp. You head out on the road and pass a guard. I heard about you in your honeyed words. He mutters to you, utterly lacking your characteristic swagger. You arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a spooky lighthouse. In the other is a quaint farm. Where would you like to go?
The farm.
Once at the quaint farm, an Argonian carpenter greets you. He tells you of the terrible evil lurking in a nearby cave that has been terrorizing the quaint farm. Will you lend your spell and steel to his cause?
Yes. that fun? Hey Hannah, how you doing? See you got back from whatever. Alright, I'll check this out real quick. Cam sent me something, so let's see what this says. Oh yeah, seems cool. Thank you, Cam. Yep, country living. So what's up, Marky? I had to email someone real quick. Business. I love sending email. So much fun, you know. Yeah. Well, you heard the rumors, right? They want to cut the stimulus check from 1,200 to 600, and anyone with PPP loans or unemployment don't get the $600. Yeah, well, let's just hope I have crystal clear skies. I live on an island, so right now we're getting a lot of rain. Mm-hmm. So, oh yeah. So it's all fun, you know. Yeah, well, a lot of people say that, but the problem is they're just gonna kick the can again, as usual. You know how it is. Kick the can, kick the can. Ugh, look at these cross dressers. Always on my link, on my thing, you know. I take 600 too, man. But then again, you know, stimulus is really going to be hard, you know. So you know how it is. Always dickering somewhere. It's not one damn thing, it's a million others, I tell you. I don't think summer's going to be normal yet. They're still having a lot of problems with the coronavirus vaccines. So it might be a while, man. I just say, just take it one day at a time, brother. Mm. After my appointment, I'm going to go on StreamYard, I think, for a bit. Gotta wait for Chloe, anyways. So, would you guys give me a moment? Let Hannah, you know, do some kind of joke because I got to use the bathroom. So, you know, so I'm going to use the potty. I'll be right back. Hopefully, my meeting comes in soon, you know. Hey, Boo Boo. Mom. I'm waiting for Chloe. Yeah. I know you're waiting for Chloe, but Chloe's busy. She's shopping for Christmas dinner. Well, I have no clue. I just saw a report where it says the government's not going to allow anyone to sue if there's a coronavirus problems, There we go. So I got Zoom loaded up so I can use Zoom around you know. So the report came in that coronavirus would be um, the vaccines. That they say that Moderna and Pfizer can't be sued if there's side effects to the vaccine. Thing is, if the vaccine's giving side effects, they should be able to sue. Well, that's a real problem. She does from time to time. She got a coupon recently for 2 packs of American Spirits for $7.50. Came in my name, so I was like, "Here, use these coupons." I wouldn't want that baby vaccine either, man. But yeah, basically the stimulus checks. So many people need money now, and so many people aren't getting it. Eating your carrots again, are we? Mommy. Look at him. Isn't he so cute, everyone? He's just the most cutest little pooper in the world. Why are you making pooper? Because you poop a lot. These days, I gotta fill the dishwasher up. You have enough to make a load yet? Yeah, probably with that stuff in there. A little coffee. I made up some more milk recently, too, so the reason why I'm always indoors. It's easier to make milk than, buy milk. I told Chloe the other day, it was this morning, I believe it was, I said, you need to skip getting some of the other stuff like the pies and stuff for Christmas because we're 8 days to Christmas, so we'll have to get some pies here or something, but the meat we want to get somewhere else. So Chloe's out shopping for groceries. Yeah, nicotine is addictive. I can guarantee that one. That's why I got rolls and rolls of dip. I sent Chloe to get dip the other day. And coffee's addictive too. They're always like, coffee's a stimulant. Big deal. I'd rather have a stimulant than no stimulant, So I was sitting there the other day, and I was getting an email from my Google, they do those ads for Gmail. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, it says, "Do you want to have a good deal on Kingsford?" And I says, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some Kingsford or some Matchlight. That'd be perfect for Chloe, jokingly aside, but someone once told me, my husband used to say, if you get me coal, I'm just going to use it for barbecuing. That was what he used to joke about. "Oh, use it for barbecuing, Rita love." I miss my hubby. He was a cigar smoker. The picture on my fridge is him, I miss my hub. He's the most smartest man in the world that I knew. He used to tell me, "Rita, honey, don't get a rabbit. They make so much noise at night and keeps you up." He doesn't. When I sleep, he could be just chucking away on his water. Running down the ring. "Hey, Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo. Hello, 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 Ebony." He's looking at me like, "What do you want?" Ugh. Time like this, it's kind of slow as hell, You're just like, eh. I haven't done this in a while. I might do that real quick. I think it's this one I want. Nope. It's this one I want. Oh yeah, this is great, isn't it? THC is great. They say this is addictive too, Mark. Problem with this is Hanny doesn't know this, but I haven't done it in 3 days. I'm trying to conserve. Yeah, I got like 6 jars of this. Me and my cousin's gonna enjoy a little bit of this when we're together. We'll find a nice little quiet alley to do it when no one sees us. I figured I'd do a bit of this before my thing. My dad was supposed to email me when he wakes up, but watch Charlie's Angel for free. Yeah, well, I smoke what I can't, and it's fine. This is about 70% THC, so yeah, so I don't do it all. The problem with this is this one time it's a problem sucking out the smoke. That's the problem, you know. Yeah, well, I am too. I checked my email, Cam, so I replied to you. So So I was talking to my advocate the other day, Gail. I was talking about booze, how I cut out booze 99%, and I said, I prefer this. She said, yeah, it's a lot safer than booze. But if Chloe can't control her temper on this, which she refuses to touch, we got a problem, you know? So in about 13 days, everyone, we all get paid again, but we don't get paid in January unless you get fall on a January date. Otherwise, we all get paid at 30th at 10 o'clock at night if you have Direct Express. Well, you got to remember, Gail, I also am conservative too. Weed costs money. Money is hard to come by. So I carry what I can, when I can, how I can. Don't even bring up heart issues, man. You can have a heart attack and wouldn't even feel it because you're on this. That's how good it is. Can't believe I'm going to be staying in a hotel with my family soon. That's what the really lucky duck is. I get to stay with them. Uh-oh. What the fuck did this happen? So, Google's now facing a third lawsuit. Wow. Like, we really care about Google, do we? Well, I don't pawn in it. We don't have a pawn shop near us anyway, so it's a blessing just to be here. But I prepare myself properly. Don't know. What up? I sent you a link over on Instagram. Dink. On I found out my mouse needs to be replaced, so I sent you a link on it. Actually, I could use two mouses actually, but who's counting? You know, I get paid in 13 days, so I can buy a new one. But figure since you're doing some last minute shopping, that was one of the items I could greatly use. Jokingly aside, same with a new coffee pot thing I sent you. As my husband would laugh. Or the other thing I was going to send you about was whatever, but Chloe's out shopping, so we should be able to get the ham today. Uh-oh. What's wrong with Hembone? Couldn't get up again, or Chloe doesn't smoke weed. You can even ask Dinky Mark Dinky Mark. Chloe doesn't like the feeling of weed. Sorry to say, dude. You'll have to message me what's going on with Hembone, you know. And if anyone needs to know, the dog's name's Hemikuda. And yes, I'm family with Dinky. So Twigster Dink is my family, and I love her very much. And when she talks about her fur babies, I listen because I love her fur babies too. So his name's Hemikuda, but we all call him Hembone. Her dog Doo Doo is a Chihuahua. I call him Taco Bell Dog or Louie. I think his name's Louie. Riley is nicknamed Rye Biscuit. Be Rob Biscuit, Rob Biscuit. So, you know. But anyways, hopefully you can message me. Ah, here we go. Holy crap. Poor Himbone. No, not really. No, not really. Chloe tries to drive me nuts, but when I have this, I zone her out. Oh, I know what it was, Dinky. I was talking about the other joke I was going to say is I could always use a new vacuum cleaner too. So if you got to finish some last minute Christmas shopping, 2 mouses, a vacuum cleaner, a coffee doodad, and a microwave would be nice. But right now I'm trying to cheer you up, Damn. Poor doggy. Well, it's better than alcohol, but still. So my cousin and I were just joking about uh, stuff. Yeah, and if you get a medical license for it, you have to give up your guns. You got to give up your guns, and you got to give up your rights to own a gun. My father-in-law did that recently. Signed away his gun rights for weed. Uh, Stimulus ain't gonna come, Gail. They can't even get it passed by tomorrow, man. Look, it'll be a while. I got a meeting I got to go to in about 4 minutes, so Yeah, exactly. Sign over your gun rights because under the 4473 form, they ask, are you under any controlled substance or alcohol abuse? You say no, they find out, you go to jail for signing a false document or getting a weapon, you know. So about your question, Cam, as soon as my meeting's done, which should take less than an hour, depending on how many people's in the meeting, I just invited Dinky to be in the meeting. Then we'll go from there. You know. So, anyways, I got a meeting to go to in approximately 2 minutes. So, I will be back with StreamYards for part 2 when I'm done. Yeah, Peons Camp. We know Peons Camp. They're the guys that go into the mine. What do you want? It's done. You got one side which Cam is the peasants, and the other side you got the peons, and the peons are the peons are the guys that are the ones that run the mine of Warcraft. You know, if you ever played the Warcraft games, what do you want? Or you get the troll berserkers. Who do you want me to kill? Oh yeah. What? Okay. Done. It's like turning all your peons to build a farm, then another farm, then another farm, and then you have a peon factory. Then you have to train for peons. Then you send your peons to the mine. Then when the mine breaks, you send trolls out to secure the area for another mine. Then you mine another area. Then eventually you build other stuff, So, anyways, like I said, StreamYard will be soon. I gotta go because I got an appointment to make. So, less than a minute. So please add, subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion at the like, subscribe button. So it's funny for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dog. Thanks for watching. God bless you and everything you do.